Pokey's running around here being so cute, and he's like, he needs more treats, and then there's treats, and then he jumps behind me, and he gets squished. Jaws of life. You know, we have to extract him because he just jumps back there with his little feet, and they just wedge right between my back of the chair
Drama.
and my fat of the back. Fat of the lamb. Lamb of the fat back. Fat back, lamb back. Am I right? Did March go in like a lion and come out like a bee? What's happening here? I don't know.
Hey, you guys! I work for myself. I don't want a normal job.
I think March came out like a bee. March went out like a bee. A biatch.
That's right.
This new reselling world, it's do or die. Making drafts and taking pics on the fly. No cash.
Baby, just use my cart.
Because it's
List fast and pick hard. Boo, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, baby. You know who's not my baby? Lady over at the post office. We just heard through some non-direct way that not the first time she's been some police were called on somebody who may or may not have wanted to unalive her at her postal position.
Yeah. Somebody told us that happened to her too.
So, thank you for another day here. It's Wednesday. It's our Friday. I'm feeling extra absolutely out of sorts because we just barely got in here, and then, I don't know, you gave me some, what is this?
It's lemonade, or iced tea lemonade.
Lemonade and iced tea together?
With water in
With
it.
water? Can you even
What,
do
baby
that?
boy? What?
What's the scientific equation?
No coffee for us today.
No coffee for us today.
I
I was kind of expecting some whiskey or something in there. It was just...
Sorry, no.
What's happening? Wait, who am I gonna read? Do you want us to read Sup Dude? Dave the Dude. I'm reading Josh's. I think it's fun at the beginning of our show after we follow Josh that we just finish off some of his chat questions.
My reseller brain said, "Great show. Hit that like button."
Yeah, do that. But do it over here. Okay, now we'll look at our actual chat, which is where exactly? Here it is.
And there is Carla with
Carla.
her Pelkies.
Oh,
Carla
Carla.
with two Pelkins.
Look at that. I made this a little bigger. Here, maybe I gotta move. Oh, let's see. Move this over. No, it doesn't like to do that. I was thinking maybe move over the chat highlight and make it a little bigger. Since we are sitting in the comfortable chairs and we're all squashy.
Mm-hmm.
So we got back from Lowe's. We have to do a big pack job today. So this
Picking up books to ship, and then Lowe's is right nearby.
And we go to Lowe's.
Oh.
And we've got to do. We're doing the what I like to call the Primo method of shipping hard to ship things, which is take 3-day shipping and take 3 days to really ponder how we're going to attack this thing. And then on the third day, when it needs to ship, go buy the supplies and print out the label. And then don't actually do the shipping until the next day, which would be tomorrow in this case. I think I'm going to try to, after the show, I'm going to try to work on it a little bit. We'll see, because tomorrow is supposed to be 60 degrees. Out there right now is like laughing jokes, snow on the ground. So by tomorrow, this should all burn off. All the snow should burn off. And
yeah, it's already starting to because the sun is out. So
I saw a lot of dripping happening outside. So
yeah, I know. I was actually thinking, you could probably do it outside.
yeah, I'm going to do it outside.
Like when you shipped those.
But now we're going to go buy another one of those plastic tables to go outside. So I leave in the summertime, we've got 2 plastic tables that I just sort of leave outside. Well, unless we're utilizing them, which this case we are. But those plastic
fold up,
like whatever they are, they're standard swap meet table size, whatever. But they're plastic and they're light, and you can leave them outside. Pro tip.
Wait.
Guru alert.
So wait, where is it outside?
It's not. It's downstairs, and it's got crap all over it.
When you did those Whitco Tiki, the man and woman, you did it right on the container for packages.
I did that. But
But
it
that
wasn't
was
very
annoying.
classy. It wasn't very classy. And it was out in front, and I felt like it gave away too much of our neighborhood.
Mm.
That was really the reason. But we could just block that
Well,
out.
we do have
Green
this
screen it.
side
yard?
white table out here.
We could side yard it for sure. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. All right. I'm really tired right now. Wait, there's Dave the Dude. I said it. Yes, Pokey needs treats. The little guy needs treats.
Yes, he does. Oh, he's so warm right now. I love him.
ABC Matt 1 2 3. Aloha to you. Primo Shippo. I do. It's the thing in life besides being awesome. You know, that's pretty subjective, right? But objectively, the only thing I'm good at, and I'm a doctor at packaging. I cannot fail at packaging. I just can't.
And
I can ship anything.
I swear that has saved us a few times. Like maybe someone wasn't totally happy, but you did such a great packaging job.
It's one skill I can recommend everybody run out to packaging school and take a course. Did I just discover my course? $29.99 a month. I will show you how to package your mom.
No, you would have to figure out how to package that weird bike that
I'll package anything. For $29.95, I'll package anything. Well, actually,
who
so
was
how
it
much?
that was asking about it? Derek? No.
No, I think it was Big Dre.
Yeah, Big Dre.
But I'm thinking to myself that I can't sell my packaging skills. I can only afford to utilize them myself because I'm about $1,000 an hour.
You're not a teacher either.
Not a teacher. I'm about $1,000 an hour packager. That's what I allow myself. That's what I expect to make. That rarely happens.
The stuff to actually create this bench was $148.
So, okay, 2 4x. Okay, let's talk about that. I think this is very important. This is timely. 4x8 piece of particle board 1/2 inch for crating purposes, $10. Get 2 of those, $20. Then get, what else do we get? Some boxes, $5 a piece. And then I have to buy, this is the secret, and this is one of those things where for packaging, it's a secret. So people don't, unless you're shipping high-end electronics, you don't know to go get rigid insulation at Lowe's. 4x8 sheet, green. You put it on the outside, inside of your house, wherever. But it's thick. You want to get the inch thick, and you can basically almost package anything in that. Whether you've got a 50-pound speaker or a hamburger. I wouldn't put a hamburger in there. Probably. What are you looking at?
Comments.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Thanks.
So what am I talking about? Totally unnecessary things. Yes. So then we got so it's $30 for this 4x8 sheet of stuff, but it's so, like you were saying, you're saying save us because it was packaged so well versus because people didn't like it.
Yeah, maybe they weren't totally thrilled with the piece when they got it, but instead of getting
They're
a
like,
negative, they
"Damn,
gave
this packaging. We have to keep this. We have to put this on display as the world's greatest packaging ever." I have packaged thousands of $10,000s items. I have shipped arcade games. I shipped what was that arcade game called? Battletoads from It doesn't matter. But I shipped a Battletoads from Vermont to Honolulu. Again, the first thing you think is why? But it just happened. I'm just saying it happened. And I had to get it there all in one piece. So
I don't know why all of a sudden I am so tired.
I'm not even, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I think
I can do is
we were
like
running
just
around, and now I'm like totally exhausted.
totally exhausted, and all I can do is repeat what just happened in the last hour. That's all I know. I don't know anything else.
So, okay, I want to look at some of the comments.
Do you want me to go down and say hi to
everyone?
Callie Debs?
Yeah.
Where's Callie Debs' awesome California song?
Aloha, Callie Debs.
And Michelle Kirkpatrick.
Hey,
Hello for
Michelle.
beauty. Sunny. Okay, say the word. Say it right. Don't embarrass her. Do it.
Oregon.
Thank you. Take a power. What's this called? A power cheers.
Yeah, I guess.
Lag 3 dots.
Lag, you're here.
3 dots and a dash. ABC Matt says hello to the second person from beautiful Sunny Oregon. That's awesome. You guys are
Mike.
together up there. What's happening?
Mike says, thanks for being such good friends.
What? Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so sweet. I know it's been hard for you. Yeah.
Thank you. That's very sweet. And yes, we do know that it has been hard for
Yeah.
you. What we can do, we can add a little pink shirt into your day. That's my superpower, besides packaging.
And thank you, Mike, for being such a good friend, too.
And for always keeping us in blue in the super chats. And what's that other? Oh, no, sorry. I see something weird. That's not even there. Axe Monkey saying aloha through 3 hands. Or is this the 3 seashells? Does
No, I
Axe Monkey,
can't
do you know how to
see.
use the 3 seashells? I know sometimes I have to recycle some of the material because the answers have not been achieved yet. But do you think that in the future in Demolition Man, right? That Sandra Bullock's in that and they got the 3 seashells and then they got the policy violations if you swear and stuff. But nobody knows how to use the 3 seashells. But I do think today now the 3 seashells are just a bidet toilet, right? So they're just seashells. I think back in the day, I'm like, what do you do? Scoop with it? What are you doing with the seashells? Scooping the pooping? Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
I didn't know.
I don't really know what you're talking about. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You don't need to. I think it would be a travesty if you wasted
I know
your
that
time.
Mike's mom's service was yesterday and today. Or yeah, I know yesterday there was a service. for
Oh, I
her.
got rid of Hey You Guys all by itself. Oh, well.
Why?
Oh, but that was right at the beginning because now it's connected to the song because it was easier. This is
Oh.
nicer too. Snoopy is there. We're back when we were playing music.
I can't see. Yeah, there we go.
And there's a Max Headroom. Look at all these things. And
Yeah,
top
those
with
are
Max Headroom.
those are like, YouTube has their own emoji cons or whatever.
One emoticons maybe. One of the coolest thing in the modern world
Oh wait, what
is how small cottage industry. That's what I'm trying to say. People make things that I would have wanted in the 80s and still want to this day, but unwilling necessarily to totally buy into the whole thing. But in this particular case, if you go on eBay right now and look for, or Etsy, it was actually on Etsy. Somehow I found Etsy. There, a Max Headroom rubber mask or latex mask. If you go on Etsy right now, you'll see there's only 3 of them left, but somebody in their house made 5 of them.
They made them?
Yeah, they're like new, but they're
Neat.
they're handmade, and they say, please don't cancel your order because they're I start making it when you pay for it, and it's $300, which I don't think is a bad deal for this particular. I mean, it looks great. I should show it to you guys.
So I don't know if you actually read Callie Deb's full comment.
I did. I don't think I did. I think I just
She
went high.
said, "Aloha, everyone.
I'll go
Happy
back.
Wednesday.
Boom.
You're always so positive, Callie Debs. Thanks." And she says, "I hope everyone is having better sales than I am."
Our sales are okay. I can't say
but
dollar wise, they're doing better than the number of sales.
I mean, we sold only 2 books yesterday.
3. I could have taken the 3rd one, and we would have had a normal day. But I went to bed. I didn't accept.
They were high priced books, but
That's what we're selling. We're not.
But
selling
it's still like,
stuff.
what's happening? And then I see was it Absolute Finds was saying how they got their first negative and wondering if it's causing their sales to just plummet. And Callie Debs had replied saying, "No, I don't think so." Yeah, right there. I got a negative and it killed my sales. Is that normal in your experience?
No, I don't think so. I don't think on the first one. Did you get a negative and any other demerits, whatever they're called?
Like a late shipment along with it?
Yeah, anything like that. Then maybe, but no, not just from just like I didn't like it or they were mean or something. No.
Well, we got a late shipment on something, but Does that give you like a actual?
No.
No.
We are so squeaky clean that the only person that's hurting is my feelings. When every time I look at it and I go, what? We're supposed to be 100% because our metrics are so perfect. But that doesn't mean that if they're not going to punish you till you hit the maximum that they say. So like if you have to keep 97%.
Well, I was sort of wondering. I was
time.
like, oh no, is that like
But see,
causing something for us?
for those things, for that kind of situation, I think really it is the punishment's the punishment. It tells you what
Are
it
you
is.
hot?
No. But I will take off my shoes. Can you smell a sandwich?
I'm so hot right now.
Can you tell a sandwich though? Can you smell it? Can you tell a sandwich a story about how it smells? Thank you.
No, I can't really smell sandwich.
All I smell is new wood. We didn't get through my wood story. So we've got all these cheap things, and the last two things were what I smell like is the particle board. That's
Yeah,
like
I
the
actually don't
glue
smell your
and,
feet
like-
right now.
Right,
That's weird.
I smell like particle board. I've got
I don't smell that either. Maybe
have
my
a
nose is just
new
plugged.
perfume. It's called
Ah.
Eau de particle. So then the wood is. I just wanted to try to ramp up to the crazy part of the story is that two crappy 1x8x8s, crappy. I mean, with knots in them, like they're grade B, C, missing an edge, just not good. Those were $20 a piece, and I was shocked. I mean, I just gotta say, I was shocked for garbage wood. And because they had an A class wood, which you would buy maybe.
You're saying a plywood sheet?
Not plywood, wood, just wood.
The 5 3/8?
The 5/4 board.
Oh.
No, I didn't even get 5/4 because that was too expensive. I got regular 1x, which is only 3/4 of an inch.
1x5,
Yeah.
9 million.
This is deep into Norm Abrams. This is wood talk. But the 5/4 is a structurally nice piece of wood. It's a little thicker, and it's good for furniture and stuff. It's also would have been good for crating for this particular piece, but I couldn't even afford it.
Really perplexed as to why you decided to use wood at all on this. It's not like it's made out of any
It's
glass.
steel. It's not. The problem is it's 1950s. The problem is, let's look at it. We're gonna look at it now. Hopefully.
Don't dox us.
I know.
Because with that thick foam, and then I don't know, you could have put foam on the corners of it and then wrapped it all in cardboard.
You can't.
I don't get it.
You got to be a delivery driver. I got to build the package so that it can withstand the forces of nature.
And it's still
expensive, so it's going to get there in like 2 days.
And it will fit within the
too.
FedEx measurements.
Measurements? Oh no, I forgot measurements. Can you stop asking questions that are lame? I'm trying to get to my place over here. Say something entertaining. Talk about how Beard doesn't like you anymore.
No, he's disowned me again. And it's a flippin' welcome, DEF CON 3.
DEF CON 3, you made it. You made it.
Thank you, my dear friend.
It's based on war games. The war games goes backwards. DEF CON 5 to DEF CON 1, right? 1 being the worst. But I think that's wrong. I think
Absolute Fines was saying it just a negative. So, yeah,
I don't think you're going to have any.
Quirky Pick a Chad.
I'll tell you right now, this bench that we're going to show you in just a second is on an account. It only has 1 negative, but that brought my score down to like 87.3 or something. Now it's up to 90, so people.
Well,
think I'm cool again.
and we had not been listing anything on that.
That's
store
because
for
I got a negative
so
and I buried
We're
it. I was
afraid.
like, you dirty, rotten.
But we
dirty
were
dog.
Remember, we put all of our time into the media store.
I know. We give the best of our years to Josh and the Canadians, and I would have it no other way.
Steve Ash is here too.
Steve Ash, we got 3 Oregonians here.
I was just
3 Oregons here.
I was just thinking of Steve actually this morning.
That's a lot of Oregons in one show from a guy.
I think.
and
Oh,
lady
sorry.
from
You
Vermont.
already. Did you say hi to Jen? JRKR.
I haven't even. We're still on. What about? Can you just?
You
What a-
asked me to talk or read or
what
whatever.
About, what about the?
Just let,
Jen was saying sales
don't-
are not that
would
good.
you just let me? Give me.
I gotta send an offer out.
Let me. You're not. Give me a.
Oh, goodbye. Thank you.
Jen
I'll
was
take full
saying
credit
Jen
for
was
that.
saying that sales really slowed on Monday. People broke from Easter, wondering, yeah, I don't know. Hey Mike, my sales sucked till 8
Just like Lori at the post office.
until 8 p.m. yesterday, and then the Pokemon orders started rolling. Why? Why do you think Pokemon in particular? What? Did something go on with Pokemon? Pokemon.
Is it Mon or Man? Remember how we have those Yu-Gi-Ohs, and that's not even how you say it? We have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If any of you Yu-Gi-Ohs.
How do you say Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's right.
We just don't know. What did you say? What did you say?
Sup, kids? And In It to Flip It was saying to Callie Debs, I'm rolling my finger like a have a
You rolling
booger,
a
but
booger?
it's no, but it's
You
like
rolling a booger?
no. I was rushing trying to get the books packaged.
You know it's a booger. Somebody's sitting there
And I
going
cut
like
my
this.
finger.
They're not playing the tiniest violin. They're rolling a
I
booger.
don't roll boogers anymore.
We're too old to roll boogers.
No.
Right? Who rolls boogers?
Did you ever eat boogers?
What do I look like? Yeah, I understand why you would ask. But no, I did not. I did
Because
not
some
eat,
people do,
lead
and I'm thinking,
chips.
did I? I don't remember,
I remember
eating
sniffing
boogers.
the windows, though. I remember sniffing windows and they smelled dusty.
But
I'm
I
guessing
do
that was
remember
lead.
rolling boogers. But no, I think I've rolled a few boogers as an adult too, actually. Yeah.
Look, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like if you're going to do 500 listings, why would you schedule them out? Just list them. Just put them up there. If you got a booger, why are you rolling it? Just get rid of it.
Yeah, so that you don't have to wipe it on something. Like if you
You got to condition your boogers to
so that
for
you
proper,
can like
disposal.
so you can fling it
Okay. I hear
instead of
ya.
like wiping it on cloth
or
or
your
to get
friend,
it
or your
off.
neighbor. I got you.
It's
Because
sort
you
of
do wonder sometimes. You're
it
like,
solidifies
I haven't been on a
or
bus
it-
for a long time, but I used to wonder why are boogers all over the place, and that was because people would wipe their booger.
Ugh.
They wouldn't roll it. When all they
Gross.
had to do was roll it, and then they could have had some sort of booger collection system at the front of the bus. They got all those little grooves in the center of the walkways on the bus, and then at the end of the night, the bus driver gets off the bus, he scoops up all the booger balls,
Okay, enough.
and then he's off.
Stevie Collector did some coffee emojis, and then Lag was like, "Oh no coffee. Should I start the yawn train?" I know, really.
That's bad.
Oh, so Axe Monkey,
No,
my
I gotta stay off
20-year-old
coffee.
store is dead
Who dat?
again.
Who dat?
Axe,
Uh-oh.
largest of the 3 stores, and that sells the least amount. Every time I get upset about it, I remember I'm building a print-on-demand company, so F that old store.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And what? I can't say anything to make anybody feel better because we see the same thing
It's happening to
But
us too.
I wouldn't say that it's I'm less convinced that it's the age of the store because our newest store is the one that's taking the biggest hit now, while the other 2 stores are performing like champs.
So
but-
how about this? So our biggest store with over 5,000 items, the media store,
Yes.
has the most items.
Yes.
They're all now old because we're afraid
Old
to
items.
end and sell similar. And so eBay's looking at it going, you have this enormous store and you're not selling stuff, so we're just not going to really be showing your shit much. I mean, could that be it? Well, not enormous. I mean, compared to many other people, our store's small.
I think it's
but
of no value for us to.
analyze.
Well, I don't think we're analyzing. We're guessing is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So unless we had any information, I think hedging your bets on eBay is the best thing. So I think the people that make it through these times the most, because if you're selling just cards, I'm sure you feel this too. I mean, it may not match up with ours though. If you're a card seller, I'm sure it goes up and down, maybe a couple weeks up, a couple weeks, something like that. I don't know. And it all evens out. March was the first week first month that they it didn't even out. It evened down by half. Like, so it was March was a weird month, but maybe this doesn't make sense either, but let's just go with it because it's all I got. They roll out
Live.
it's crap. They roll out their changes in a way that makes people down at different times. So maybe they're rolling out something to, honestly, this is how I think. It's like they have to be doing something because it seems weird and that the pattern of selling seems weird. So they must be doing something. What are they doing? Are they they're implementing some sort of change in the something, in the matrix? Well, how could they? How could they implement anything? What would they possibly be doing? Well, making promoted sales more or less effective. That's one thing they could do. Could they be I'm sure that's what their engineers spend time doing. Tweaking tiny little baby knobs everywhere, all over eBay.
So,
But how can we prepare for it? The only way I think there's any reasonable preparation for it when they do something like this is to have a lot of variety. And if you have one store with a ton of variety, I think you might not notice the problems.
when you think about it,
Thank you.
our books
Thank you.
our books are all
for
about
reading.
film.
Books are for
You
reading.
know, they're not about anything but film. So that is so niche down that, right? I guess really, I mean,
Our stuff is good, but at the same time, it's not, we didn't buy it because we thought it was, yeah, we did. We bought it because we thought it was a unique and a good value. But if we're using
so Beard was
not
saying,
the Chad quirky picker method, but the John, these better be 10s method, we didn't know what they would be, and we have no idea.
Beard on someone's show was saying that he had like
Reseller.
100 and something.
Reseller
Was it his
therapy.
own show this morning or
Reseller therapy.
on Josh? He was saying that
You guys,
he
we
had
just
over
figured out
100
reseller
items to
therapy.
ship.
We just figured out who and how and where it is. Like I've seen it pop up a couple times, and I didn't know it was Corey's show. Like I think it's Corey's show. I don't even know.
Oh, from Grams and Pops.
Yeah, we haven't watched it. I haven't watched it live yet because I've just figured out where it was and how to get to it. Very easily confused.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, that's it.
But yeah, because Beard in March was saying how his sales were bad too, and we were like, "Isn't that funny? You're also
But now he's shipping
media."
100.
I swear he said he had like over 100 items to ship this morning in his show.
And that's fine.
And I checked
hope so.
James's YouTube this morning to see if he made a post or anything saying that his sales were really bad, but I didn't see any. I think he's busy with little Courtney and stuff.
Oh, Courtney. Oh, James. Love you, James.
Yeah,
What is that?
and
What's
Courtney
going on, fellow humans and
and
resellers?
Pee-wee.
And
Oh, and Axe was
Pee-wee.
saying she had only $8 on that store
You don't want to
yesterday.
get mixed up with a guy like me.
The largest
I'm a loner,
and
Tommy.
oldest store.
Rebel.
Shopping with Cheryl. Aloha.
Aloha. Wait, I'm just going back and forth, just clicking on things randomly.
You wanted to just show the picture
Yeah.
of it?
I'm trying to.
Shopping with Cheryl was saying,
I
I'm
don't remember my
cleaning,
story.
reorganizing my basement office. So could you be inspirational? I need all the help I can get.
You're
Yes.
cleaning? I love cleaning. Cleaning's my friend. I love
This is
my
a
friend.
fresh start with spring coming. You're going to get that
So you
whole
start
area.
with this. You've got to put this song on. This is how you do it. This is how you business. This is the business of cleaning up right here. It's really the business of anything, but just if you put that on a loop, you will have that done in no time. Also, maybe it's Elmer Fudd, and he's like a little elf, and he's got a crown on. That cartoon's good. That's where I learned business. I think Pegasus Lounge and I were in the same classroom when they showed that cartoon. That's where we started. That's where we both started.
I organized my photo room yesterday, and it's also where I have like shipping supplies and stuff. And boy, did it make me feel good afterward. Because they say, a cluttered space, equates to a cluttered mind, or it can cause a
Yeah.
cluttered mind, and I so agree with
Or
that.
it's opposite, because I do have that little poster from Pigpen and Peanuts that says a filthy desk
Well-
is the sign of an uncluttered mind, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
that
because
numbers.
everything's just on the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyhow, yeah, it's the time of year. It always feels so good. It just sort of clean slate.
Yeah. Clean it. I said clean it. Yeah, I know. Everything needs to be organized. Okay.
So in it to flip it,
Wait a minute. Why does this keep happening to me?
she was saying that I have the same issue with my 27-year-old store. Those downtimes during updates are getting longer and longer. I'm finally considering opening a second store. You should in it to flip it, and
spread out your merch. I'm a big fan of niching into a
And-
store, but that's not everybody likes that idea.
And I know we've mentioned this, and it's been mentioned by many. And Josh even says this with List Easier, how they learned in the back end of programming List
Does
Easier.
this have any
that-
stuff on it that'll kill us?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That that the age of your account. So even List Easier, they had to adapt certain things because people with older accounts were saying, "Hey, why do I have like this category?" Or it was something that seemed really simple. And then they ended up realizing, wow, it's because you have an older account.
Yes,
So
there's definitely differences. in
eBay
accounts.
does treat stuff differently. And when we
But
opened,
I'm not noticing anything.
no,
either.
we don't really notice anymore. Partially because we focus so much on our media store. But in the beginning we did notice when we were doing our media store.
Wait, so why did I look this up here?
I don't know. Showing what you were shipping.
Yeah, I'm
you got
shipping
a
this
crate.
thing. I got to crate this thing. You were asking why do I have to put it in wood?
Yeah, why
Because
couldn't you
it's
just...
going to San Francisco and it is 1950s. It's in really good condition, so you don't want it obviously to get hurt.
Well,
These-
structurally and
this metal is
cosmetically, the top
steel.
the steel needs to be painted if
you
someone
just
wants.
shush. You shush your mouth. I will tell
Look at- I'm
the
like-
people what this is. This is the greatest steel you've ever seen. It's patina, people. You don't have to redo it. You're never gonna redo it.
Well, no, we didn't. I mean, we've had it forever.
At some point it used to be white. Now it's this beautiful blotchy cream colorations, little rust modules in
yeah,
there.
it's
And it's beautiful. And it's a 10, John. Thank you.
I mean, we love that, but we just don't use it.
Flipping ain't easy.
And we flipped this thing, and you can see you can see right here that like the little threads are coming undone, but it's not gonna fall apart. But I needed to get to San Francisco in the same condition. That's why it's gonna be crated. Do you believe me now? You do? Well, isn't that great? Oh, you also want to give me a back rub when you get back here? Oh, that's wonderful. What happened? Who's in the what now? In it to flip it says my sales came back the last 24 hours, waiting to see how long that will last this time. So what our sales are like doing alligator teeth, but
You can go big.
like we didn't maybe totally say is that people are just buying expensive books from our no sale, no turn down promotion to like 5%.
Big.
And what happened?
Go big.
Go big. Go big. In beginning has happened. And blah, 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 whatever. Nobody cares.
I sort of feel like we are blah blah blah.
Not me. Sales are not that good. Yeah. I mean, they'll pop back around. I mean, they're doing something. I mean, the thing is, we always eBay. Nope, I don't have anything good to say. Just that if you're experiencing no sales right now, there is a possibility, because the world is ending, that the only reason why you were getting sales before is because eBay was pressing them over to you. So just assume that if they're not there, it's just not your turn. I mean, I do like the lighthouse theory because it at least makes me feel like I am not in control. I'm okay with not being in control.
B Nudes is here. Biff is here. Biff was saying, I have a 26-year-old store. Excuse me. I opened a new account on Shopify.
Boom. Whoops.
Take that,
That's
eBay.
right. eBay is running in fear right now.
Oh, I drank all my tea.
Look what you did. Look what you've done. Girl, look what you've done to me. Me and my whole world. Is that blood? Are you bleeding? What'd you do to yourself?
I just like picked this little thing on my finger,
Don't be
and
picking
now
things. You're too old to pick. You could just spring a
I'm gonna
leak.
need a blood transfusion.
You could just spring a leak.
It's literally just like won't stop bleeding.
Oh, Hax, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, and
Oh,
we
but
had
she said that her sticker store is doing great though.
yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I mean, again, I keep saying that, which is the last words of a dishonest person to say, to be honest. But until we came on here like 3 years ago, I never looked at anything. I didn't look at numbers, and then if sales were down, they were just down because they hadn't implemented the wonderful Cyclops, Cryplops, whatever it's called. Well, whoever is making it democratized and spreading out the sales and repurposing my sales to somebody else. And the way we know it happened, the way we know exactly when it happened and why it happened is because we were the #1 seller of Apple manuals. Apple manuals. You want this? Yeah, that's what you want.
No.
Yeah, that was the one you
I
wanted.
wanted the violin.
So we were the #1 sales of Apple manuals from Vermont. So then all of a sudden in the period of one day, like overnight, we stopped, the Apple manual sales stopped. And we sold, I don't even know, 2,000 of them over a course of a year. And then it just stopped, and we still have.
Could it just be that all the good stuff sold?
No, because it's the same. They're repeats.
Some are.
They're multi quantities. So the fact that that happened, and all of our manuals were going to California, and it just dried up. So any manuals we did sell weren't going to California anymore. I started doing the devil's work. It's called the nuclear reset. And I did it every day. And I started to get, and right when very beginning of starting to do that, we would get from the state of Oregon. I remember one guy specifically would always message me and say, "You are ruining my morning search message, whatever." So
oh yeah, because you
repeating
get the notifications.
and I was flooding his. Oh, Josh, you're not gonna like this. I broke a nail. Josh, earmuffs, Josh. Earmuffs.
So every time we would do he would do a nuclear reset. If you favored or saved a search like Apple manuals, this guy got notified every single morning of the
Josh,
same old.
I left a little tag on there.
Same old manuals
no.
that just kept popping up every day for him.
And earmuffs. Okay, it's good. It's good. Everything's fine. Where
I get
where
that
did that little chip go, you wonder?
I do follow a couple of searches too.
Went in the garbage.
And I do notice I see some of the same stuff over and over.
It's over and over.
I'm fine with it.
It's a secret. But anyway, that's what happened is they circumvented, geocached, whatever they did. We no longer could sell the manuals to California from Vermont because somebody in Oregon was selling them to people in Vermont. But they were a lamer seller. I was the good seller.
Wait, we could no longer sell the manuals to people in Vermont.
The guy was
the guy in Oregon.
I did not mention the fact that he was a seller of manuals. Thank you. So he was selling them, and he's the one who sells them right to this day. He has my business that I built over a couple of years. Actually, what was really cool was it was one of the
lag. I'm yawning.
It was one of the fracking the horde things that we kept for 25 years. Sold all the Apple, sold all the vintage computer stuffs I bought from colleges at 12 cents a pound. Also in that was manuals. So we just kept the manuals. They were in like army chests, like Foot Lockers, and we had just
You know what
hundreds and
I
hundreds of
loved
them.
is we had a repeat buyer we had tons of Hewlett Packard vintage manuals.
There's one buyer
Oh
in
man,
Las Vegas, Nevada.
that just made
Every
me
time we
so
put stuff
happy.
up, because it's kind of rare. I mean, it's rare-ish.
And he said, "Thank you for preserving the history," and it was so.
We had, and I did.
love
I
stories
was,
like that. It's not just about.
I am a preserver of history.
It's not just about.
I'm historical.
Like the money that makes me happy.
No,
I
yeah.
love hearing stories like that.
I had a huge. I could not get rid of them. They were tiny little books, but in this giant collection, and I kept them even though they were in I got them from this building that had leaked, so they were so rare, but they were disgusting and they smelled.
They had molds.
And they were moldy. This guy paid top dollar for these because it was the only set in the world, probably. I mean, as far as I know, he knew what he was doing, and he always made me good offers, and so I sold
He pretty
maybe
much wiped us out of
thousands
all
of dollars worth of vintage
Hewlett
HP
Packard.
stuff.
And we looked him up.
Thank you.
Didn't we look him
Oh,
up?
he was a
He worked.
he worked on the
HP.
HP 3000, whatever
Yeah.
the OS was for the HP 3000.
How
so.
awesome is that? What I also like is that somebody who clearly was older than us, if they
There's nobody older than us anymore. That's the
that
weird
long,
thing.
was still collecting stuff. Like that impressed me too.
Collectors are
Because we're already like, oh heck, what's gonna happen with all our crap?
keep adding to it. It's pretty cool.
And then I think
love
about,
adding to the
and yeah, that whole thing.
Think about. Well, tell me about it.
Estates and just we gotta get stuff
Your
documented.
gut. What about your gut?
For when we die.
Oh, please.
It's a nightmare for people not to have something documented saying
No
how
action,
stuff is
talk
supposed to be
only.
brought up
Why don't
or
you just
broken
do it?
up or whatever.
You and ChatGPT go on nightly dates. Just ask them to do your work for you.
Chat and I don't talk about serious stuff.
Well, you should, perhaps. Actually, I was surprised. I was surprised today. I heard Beard say that he had Chat write him some code to do something, and I was surprised that he didn't know that. I just assumed he had, because that's the coolest
Excuse
thing.
me.
When you start getting Chat and have it make you some softwares that will help you do some things, that's where you get crazy. And I've written multiple Chrome extensions now. You run them in Tamper Monkey, and then blah blah
Now
blah.
I'm starting to smell some feet.
It's called Sandwich. It's called
It's
Sandwich.
called deli sandwich.
It's sand-
God. I wonder how Doug and Rose sandwiches were on Monday.
Me too. 51 degrees
Yeah.
and sunny here. Beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. And
PDX. The ABC Matt is living the what do they call that place? The TV show with the weirdos in the city. It's called what's it called?
Parks and Rec?
Portlandia. Thank you.
Oh,
This applause is for my brain actually remembering something, which is cool. I could move everything to a new store with the same name.
If I could.
If I could. Too bad eBay can't offer that. Well, Tree Frog could, but
With the same name, though.
oh yeah, right. You can't do the same name. Wait a minute. No, you can't do the same name. Can you?
No.
No. I get confused because sometimes they lock the URL and sometimes they lock the store name, and then every once in a while they just release a fresh batch of them. But I had to at some point have two stores because Old School Artifacts, I don't remember. Somehow I didn't register. I don't remember what happened, but my URL ended up having to be Old School Artifacts with a Z. And then
You had an asterisk at one point.
and an asterisk because I couldn't get it with just the S. Old School Artifacts with an S at the
And then
end.
eventually you
And
were able to get
as-
it back.
I had to wait years, and eventually it was
Tried
available.
it again or something.
And I had originally owned it, like way back in time, but for some reason I can't even really totally remember. But that was the game I had to play. So
Oh, boy.
you can potentially change the name of I don't know if I would do this, but change the name of the store that you like right now, the store name that you want, add like a asterisk to the end of it or something nobody can ever search for. That's what I did, put an asterisk in it. It stayed there
I
for
don't
years.
know. I think there's
Then,
like a 30 day
Can I
or
please
something.
finish? Can I finish?
No.
Can't finish. So do that, and then that releases that starts the 30-day clock of the name that you want
Yes.
is now just floating. It's not being used. At the end of 30 days, then you go claim that name on your other store, and now your other store is named that. But
Right,
somebody could
there's
come
that
in
waiting
and sticker
period.
stop shop you right out of your own name. So I don't think.
Yeah,
I would do
but
that.
it's her old store. It's not
Don't-
stickers.
Just shush.
Yeah. I'm not saying the name of it.
You're saying a lot, too much, a lot of too much.
Yeah, Mister, who just talked like how long? Many minutes?
I don't
now?
have a short-term memory. I don't remember anything. I feel like I just got here, as far as I know. I'm so ready for nice weather. Jen, where's our nice
No
weather?
kidding.
They keep. This is the time where they.
That's
tease us
shopping or Cheryl. That's what. If I had nice weather, that would be motivation.
for spring.
For me
cleaning.
for cleaning, yeah, and organizing.
What do you?
The sun.
Shopping Cheryl. You're Gen X, are you? Can you put on the? I find one of the most helpful cleaning movies. You don't have to be Gen X for this, but Breakfast Club. You might have to be Gen X because it's kind of a cheesy movie actually. If you watch Breakfast Club for reals, it's a little cheesy, but if you watch it in your mind's eye, it's super awesome. Except at the very end where the goth girl is all like in pink. I have to barf at that.
Don't you?
Everybody's all hooked up at the end of like 8 hours in their whole they get like a year worth of activity in 8 hours. Classic Place. Hey there, happy Love
Hi,
Day.
Classic
Hello.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Yeah, Callie Debs has over 5,000 items, and
And
eBay is dead. Thankfully, I crossed. Oh right.
Why
and,
don't I have a toilet flushing sound effect? It's so perfect for that.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get one now. Hold on. Let's just go see if there's one available here somewhere already.
Absolute fines. We already answered or
Okay,
talked about that.
let's just
The
try
bike
this.
was called a Velomobile.
Velomobile, right.
Thanks, ABC Matt.
Okay. So in comes, let's see, Callie Deb says, I have over 5,000 items and eBay is dead. Thankfully, I cross-list to other platforms, picking it up for me. Yeah, that's good.
In a flip it, she was saying Kevin and Lonnie back in the day taught me how to pack the right way. I saw a lot of antique glass, and Tim over the years was also a great packing teacher.
That's Lonnie does they do the I'm a packet channel. They have, you know, Lonnie?
I don't
They
know.
were
If I saw them,
Kevin
probably.
Commonwealth and Lonnie were on Trash to Cash, and they had a boxing match where they punched each other in the face with words.
Sorry, did not see that.
They've been enemies, and it had spiraled into a
Oh, I remember hearing.
blood lust.
I remember hearing that
They
he
made up
was
in
on
a
the show.
course of an hour.
I just
or so,
didn't
so
know.
it
him
couldn't
by
have been that
name.
bad, but yeah, they have it in it to flip. Shed flips.
Oh.
Shed flips.
Yeah, ABC Matt was saying to Init to flip it. Yeah, 100%. Lonnie taught me how to ship a typewriter. Huh.
Did you screw it down to a board? Because that's what you got to. Well, it depends on the typewriter, but if you're shipping a like an IBM Selectric or something, you screw it down to a board. It's the easiest way to do it. You screw it to a board and then you package it and then you.
Init to flip it was saying to Callie Debs, oh no, that is rough. Yeah, with eBay's Lighthouse effect, I don't think I will stop cross-listing, but I have cut back to 3 platforms. Holy crap, 3 is a lot though.
What's interesting though is, and smart, which we're not, is that again,
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
we've never we don't cross. We must have done it at some point in our lives, but
Lag
we don't maintain any
you.
cross listing, which we probably should because we got some sales. I'm just saying, if our books were on Etsy, because they're smart guy books, they're not just regular books. They're like for people who
And
read.
to flip it was saying to Matt, yeah, he did love the typewriters though.
Where are we now? Lonnie taught me how to ship a typewriter. Oh no, that's rough. Yeah, eBay.
Look at what lag is saying.
I don't think it will stop. I'll stop cross-listing. It was did love his typewriters. Lag said it's been
Years
6
since I've been to
years since I've been
Lowe's.
to Lowe's, but I stopped at the Olive Garden. Man, now I want some cheeky Alfredo. I'm trying to do
Do you
bare naked
are you
ladies.
picking up what lag is putting
No,
down?
it's been years since I've been to Lowe's, but I used to stop at the Olive Garden. Shut up. He's a nerd. He's a map questing nerd. Stop.
Lag.
Lag.
We don't know if lag is a he, she, it, they.
If lag
I think lag
really,
is
if
AI.
lag really knew us, would know that we went to the Essex Lowe's, not the South Burlington Lowe's.
So where you go to eat around there?
Yeah, yeah. No Olive Garden there. We do have a drive-through.
Oh, nice, Ryan.
We do have a drive-through Starbucks. The only one. So, you people out there in the rest of the country, because we've traveled, there is. Stop it.
He
There
farted,
is
you?
plenty of drive-through Starbucks all across the United States in places that are warm, which I really enjoy, especially like in Gilroy, California, somewhere it's like 100 degrees, or Palm Springs. I like drive-through Starbucks. Here in the cold A area, might as well just be Alaska. We have one drive-through. We have Starbucks in every store. You drive down a main street, there's like Starbucks in every different like little Starbucks in the like Barnes and Noble, that kind of thing. But we only have one actual drive-through Starbucks. So people will drive for miles around as to not get out in their galoshes. Am I right?
Lag, what's the color of
Lag, what color am I thinking of?
What's the color of the bagel bakery
Yeah, lag.
right there across from like at the traffic light of where
Ryan sold
Olive Garden
56
and Lowe's.
pieces of
I know.
cardboard for $400. Thank goodness for people buying cardboard. Lag, Olive Garden is like DQ, no go. No, I wouldn't. I told the story about how I haven't done it since before the pandemic, but I used to with some of my friends go to the
media picker.
Salvation Army, to the not fun Salvation Army, not the place where they have stuff to buy, but the place where you cook for the people. And we would get donations from Olive Garden. And my Masonic brothers and I would think of the menu, and we would just go into the fridge and pull out any ingredients and think of something to make. I mean, it was that kind of a crazy situation. There was like, I don't even know who ran the place. There was like a general or something, I guess. Anyway, the stuff from the Olive Garden was grotesque in that a chicken breast was this big, and each one of them came in a bag, and they were, chicken juice in the bag. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to hurt Olive Garden, but the food just seems weird. And somebody told me the breadsticks aren't even real bread.
Like the chocolate,
The chocolate's not real chocolate.
Hershey's
Oh
chocolate.
my gosh, that's a whole nother show.
Media picker, aloha to you. Sorry so late. Been crazy. Won $2,000 today playing sweepstake slots online. Sales have been really good for the last week.
Callie Debs about this comment where it says, I think eBay's technical issue. They're definitely concentrating on their live thing, implementing that.
About the negative having an impact on sales, the negative rating from a customer.
No, I don't know.
That's what she's talking about.
is
That's
it?
what I'm telling you.
I'm just gonna mark you as shame.
I'm Jabez.
Shame.
Jabez Spires. Aloha to you. I delisted my entire store Saturday before beginning my vacation. Almost 2,900 listings. When I return this weekend, I'll start relisting it all after verifying quantity and SKU locations. That's quite a task. I'd be interested to hear if you have
Aloha, Lenny!
Hey, Lenny, if you have any issues with the new listings showing up, because I know that's why we're afraid to.
We're not afraid now. We're just lazy. Don't give me that. We talked about it
Well,
last week.
you don't share.
I
your
became
thoughts
unafraid
with me all
last
the time.
week.
Okay, well then, what are you
You've
doing?
been going through this
Get
whole week,
to it.
all scaredy catted. Well, I got to because you haven't been listing stuff, so I have nothing to list.
I haven't been listing stuff.
Something like that. I don't remember how the words go.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a big talker. Not that strong a talker. You know that.
Rouse special interests.
Did you see that we finally got to 15 minutes in the show with and to flip it? Welcome to DeathCom 3.
I can't remember. Is that?
And it's got the tiniest little, the best major league team to not exist anymore is the Montreal Expos. And
Oh, you know what I
represent.
thought? I thought of what we're gonna. So, the hat. Callie Debs has the hat too. Callie Debs, thank you. She has the hat also.
What? Callie Debs, that's a 2-year hat.
Isn't
people.
that insane?
That's a big commitment. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
all of you, and
Olive Garden. Right?
but
Am I right?
so the hat is a nice like milestone icon. You know, it's not one of the shirts or the Primo Kimo hat.
Yeah,
but I thought
special.
of the next one, what it will be.
Especial.
I thought of it.
What is it?
A tiki.
Oh yeah, tiki.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That let's play a game. What sandwich is it? Stinky feet. It's a stinky foot sandwich. I would.
Do you say hi to Rob?
I didn't because I'm just bouncing around now because I have to. Rob Special Interest says nice shirt. That's why I say hey man, nice shirt.
I don't know why, but I really need an air horn right now.
That's why I say hey. It's very harsh if you don't use it with applause.
Cheryl, you can do it.
You can do it.
That's John's. You can do it. That's from Happy Gilmore or something, right?
Yeah. It's Rob Schneider.
Oh, speaking of John, he's here.
Who here?
John.
John, flipping ain't easy. Happy Wednesday,
Hey, John.
everybody. Hope everybody's killing it right now.
Hope you're doing
Killing
well.
it. I wouldn't call it killing it.
Hope your brain headaches.
We're maybe
Gone.
doing a lackluster frontal attack, but there's no death coming from our sales. He's saying we're killing it. I'm like, no,
No.
a little maim. I don't even think that. Stub toe. We're stubbing the toes of the sales, but we're not.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Big Dre. Excuse me. Big
Not
Dre.
upset.
Aloha.
I was able to purchase
and Jumio, of
unnecessary
course.
junk that nobody needs, and that's what my life's about. So as long as the money goes into the bank or somehow allows me to spend it on stuff no one needs.
How are we going to get the word out here in Vermont for people to put their
Garage Sale
Yes.
HQ with ADH Dave. Go sign up right now. Actually, I have to get a
I think he needs to.
media code. What do you
I
call
think
it?
he should do an ad on like Facebook.
ADH or Dave IRL or whatever he wants to be, whichever one he prefers. What are you saying? Tell me.
How are people going to find out about it around here?
Well, we don't need them to. We can report them all and get all his free Dave bucks that he gives out if you do that.
Yeah, but the thing is that
And we spend them at
we want to
Dave
go to
shop.
garage sales.
Well,
And
you think I'm
I
going to
wanted
run around?
to-
Okay,
I wanted
just
to
want
create a
to be
route
honest
for
with
me.
you. I don't.
I literally just got a burst of excitement thinking of going to a garage sale and finding some awesome stuff like we did with those Halloween masks. And that, you remember that? That motivated us and kept us going for how many
Here's
months?
the problem, and I think Commonwealth Kevin pointed it out. I am so freaking competitive
Yeah.
that I'm going to put up McDonald's addresses. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm
No.
kidding, but I
That
don't
is
feel
such a
like
slimy
Yeah,
shyster.
that's not the point. The point is that I don't feel like putting up my leads until
No,
maybe
I
when I'm
know.
just done with them, like
No,
right when I
like
leave them at 8
Harry
o'clock in the morning.
Tornado?
Then I'll put it up. Yeah, that's a good solution. because I want to support them, but I don't want to give them the good garage sales.
I think Harry Tornado. I think that's who it is. I
Harold
commented, and
B.
Dave read
Tornado,
some.
yeah.
Was reading the comments, and I think that was one of the things that Harry he was pointing out some of
I'm doing one of these.
the cons to this, and I'm
real serious when I say that. I'm joking when I said that I would never do anything weird, but at the same
people
time,
like we said on
wouldn't somebody?
Craigslist, people would put in fake estate sales and stuff to
I think
mislead
it was-
other people.
I
that
think it
were
was to mislead
competition.
us because we are just so hardcore. We're gonna
Yeah.
run you over with our. We have a Hummer. We have like 2 Hummers glued together. That's how we garage sale. Just so we can drive right into people's front yards and stuff. Around here, there is a. I don't know if they have it in other states because I've never seen it outside of here. Where we have a real weird thing where certain people. First of all, we have these creepy Canadians, and not the Josh ones, but we used to have this problem with Canadians coming down and stealing at the garage sale, stealing jewelry and stuff, and then just hightailing it. And we still have an issue where people come and they park in your driveway and like block your driveway.
Or they park on the road, but they're blocking your driveway entrance.
And it used to be these Canadians taught us how to do that here, and they would come in, look at your jewelry, and steal it.
They like speed up and just.
Yeah, and pull it right up in there.
I think that's everywhere.
It might be. I had never seen it before, but it's an interesting technique. But nonetheless, if I'm gonna give out the gold addresses for garage sales, it's gonna be after I go there. I think that's the only solution I have. But I love the idea. I think that if he works hard at it, he's only 2 weeks into this thing. I think that he could have it be useful, and especially if he's adding thrift stores and flea markets, Garage Sale HQ. Go check it out. There's the money comes from the thing that excites her, which is it takes all the garage sales and makes you a route. I could care less because I'll make my own route. I know where everything is.
Yeah, Biff was like, only a damn fool would advertise one sources to the world, but just garage sale. Oh well,
Yeah, even the thrift stores.
He
Then
did now add a category for thrift stores.
what if
yeah.
people then go crazy and make they start coming to my thrift stores? I don't want to do that.
Primo, you're not allowed to use shame if you haven't watched Game of Thrones.
No, I
I'm
have not.
reporting you to the Game of Thrones
Oh
police.
no!
But wait, we need to get to
Okay.
B News is here. And we haven't
Okay.
even said
Okay.
read any of his comments.
Did you say hi to the jovial
No,
juggler?
Joey, I love you. Hello, a happy draw a birthday.
That's
Wait,
right.
what? I can't even draw a stick figure guy without
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I hear you chirping, big bird.
Thanks for being here, Jovial.
I am so
Missed you
comfortable
on
right now.
Monday.
I'm like full recline. This is good. I could talk all day.
I'm really concerned about AO.
I'm very concerned about how far behind we are.
Hey, look, beard. Wait,
Beard
you
show-
did-
wait.
You literally just went.
I
for
didn't.
him?
You
No,
pressed that.
You are now shamed.
No, I'm not.
No,
I made up for. I
He
admit my
is now
mistakes.
disowning you.
I admit my mistakes. I am
No.
wrong, and I admit it immediately, and I retract, and I move back and forward.
Beard.
And to flip it says, I was tired of my name being gray. Well, you are a beautiful
Aw.
green color. I worship green.
You have the hat that he wears on Mondays.
That's right, the Monday hat where nobody understands why Montreal Expos. Because
Pokemans.
is it Pokemans?
Pokemon?
I guess so. It's not Pokemon. That's like
Pokemon.
who let the dogs out? By the
Pokemans.
Pokemon. Oregon in the
UGO.
house.
UG.
UGO. Okay, thank you. I knew it wasn't. I wasn't saying it right.
Lag. So you make boogers? You're not AI.
I was literally rolling one. A booger or
Did
a
you
doobie?
fling it?
What were you rolling? Beer just left already. It flicks better.
It
Loud.
totally, yeah.
Guess you guys know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Flip it. It wasn't on my bingo card today that
Booger
I would hear
management.
someone talk about booger management. It's not something we talk about all the time in this life, but you realize there are gaps in what we discuss, and resellers, I think, are probably more prone to boogers than most
Maybe.
of the population, because we deal in a dusty cleaning environment type thing.
Yeah.
We're bringing in all kinds of cooties, all these different. I don't even know how I could live with myself if we went to the bins. I would have to take a full on. We would have to get one of those 3-phase like industrial nuclear
Ultraviolet,
showers.
put it in
You'd have
the-
to rub me down like Silkwood after getting back from there. I would only be able to go once a week so my epidermis could regenerate. I would not be able to go to the bins that often. A great video would be me and Josh go to the bins and we just go golfing, because I do get grossed out by some things.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, especially like sometimes clothing. We don't have the bins here, but I do notice in like clothing, the secondhand clothing store, sometimes the clothing just has like this stale dirt smell.
It smells like someone's kitchen grease that now is attracting dirt,
But
and I can hear it kind of.
I was thinking this morning, I haven't had one of those really bad headaches from like,
The books and stuff.
yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because
Lately.
you're not listing enough books.
Well, what made me think about it? No,
Because
no,
your head
no.
hurt. Your head hurt worst when we were doing a nice clip
Because
at listing.
there was quite a few books that had mouse crap in them.
Yes, there was a
and
couple.
some that
They were on bottom of the pile.
had like
The mice got in.
smelled musty.
Yep.
So
We found one book that the mouse. They just take the little bits of paper and they create an entire city.
confetti. It's just
confetti.
like confetti.
So gross.
But yeah,
I
I was
hate
thinking about
Mises
that because this
to
morning I was
pieces.
feeling like my throat was getting itchy, and I was like, "Oh
Maybe
wait,
you hit
it's
a mouse.
April because
Mouse mold.
around March is when I think I start getting allergy feelings."
But who has more of a purpose? Who has more of a good reason to be here? Us, or the mice?
Huh?
The mice eat dirt and poop. We just sit here and make it. Am I right? Thank you.
But I haven't been waking up, so often when I'm
Ooh, can you rub that?
congested and stuff
Ooh.
from the books and everything, I find myself like half asleep in the middle of the night, unable to breathe through my nose, and I'm picking my nose, trying to get boogers out in the middle of the night, half asleep. And I'm like, what am I doing? Oh no, oh, fingers in my nose, no.
Maybe we should get you one of those little baby sucker outers and just wake me up and I'll
No, but they're not like gooey boogers. They're like dried.
put some water in there with a neti pot. Pour some water into your nasal holes.
Neti pots are the weirdest thing.
Don't do those. Pour some water, moisturize
They've
your
never
boogers
helped
with the
me.
neti. No, they don't. You know what they do? They put water
Bacteria
in your head. It's not right.
They put worms
It's
in
not
your
right.
brain.
That's not right.
Oh boy, let's talk reselling.
Do you think I have gutworm from all the tuna I used to eat? Maybe I have a worm. No.
They usually
They usually
eat food and then you end up getting really thin.
Yeah, they do. That's not working. Is there a
Ryan-
reverse worm?
Ryan
you
was
gain
saying
weight?
to Mike that it's funny because it was dead until Pokemon Go came out. I can't talk.
Pokemon.
No, man.
Until it was Pokemon
He's
Go
saying it's
came out.
man.
Pokemon Go. Oh dear. Get over the fear and then relit. Look, we're getting yelled
Yeah,
at.
right. I didn't.
No, it's Lays. It's Lays now. 100% Lays at this point. Shopping with Cheryl says, stop talking about eating boogers. That is
Oh,
so gross.
sorry.
I'm trying to eat a bag of paint chips right now, and you were running.
Paint chips.
Yeah, lead paint chips. They're very sweet. They have a good zing, good zesty zingy. You'll never forget the zest of Miracle Whip or something like that.
That's so funny.
Do you remember the bald
paint
guy who
chips.
did the Miracle Whip commercials? You'll never forget.
Who? Mike
the
was saying the Pokemon keeps going up like gold prices.
Yeah, what is up? I don't like that because I'm not involved in it and it makes me angry. Somebody send me some free cards. I have had, I would say back in Stowe, when we lived in Stowe, that was almost 30 years ago, I had a huge thing of this big of Pokemon cards. It must have been all of them. Do you remember that? And it was literally almost 30 years ago. And somebody owed me money for something. I did back in the day. I was a little bit of a cash lender, and I'd go collect things from people for some reason. I ended up with these Pokemon cards. But there was a store, like somebody had rented out a commercial spot 30 years ago, and it was a card store, but it must have been like the first wave of hardcore people, and they did buy and sell. But when I took them this huge thing of them, they didn't buy them from me. So it was like at the end of the first wave of Pokemon where people had got stores, but then couldn't. It all fell apart or something.
I don't
Does that
think
sound
that's
familiar?
30 years ago. That was more like 20 some odd.
We lived in Stowe.
Oh, what?
Remember that Pokemon stores, like 10
Oh
stores
my
down
God!
from our
Wait,
house.
in Stowe.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to connect it to when I ran that T-shirt store and how
No.
we would sell Pokemon shirts.
Yeah, you did, because it was there.
But that
The first
No,
Pokemon was early
it was
90s.
it was when.
Early 90s. First Pokemon.
Holy crap!
When did Pokemon
wow.
come out? Biff says 30-day metrics, impressions up 70%, views up 70%, sales up 70. There's no logic to it. Do you understand how impossible it is to have this jump with 38,000 items and no artificial intervention? Yeah, I can, because our impressions up, our views up, our sales. So,
Joey, I appreciate.
but it is
her
returning.
sense of humor is so similar
What did
to
Jovial say?
mine.
OMG, I have been having a bad day until now. Rolling bees. We'll call them rolling bees in case you're eating.
Mike was saying,
Sorry, Beard King.
and then she's like, "Where's Paul Rose?" I know he has the sixth sense of humor too. Glad I ate my delicious Jersey Mike sub before the booger eating talk. But to be honest, I want to stop eating.
I know. Come on. You know how old we are now. Okay, you've had a couple boogers in your life. And at this point, you also know
Biff,
that
I
boogers
know.
are just, it's salty.
Biff was saying your books are probably past that cherry pick stage, but
I don't think so, Biff. I
But
know.
we still are opening new
I'll
boxes
admit to
every
it.
day. and
Right. So
listing.
it's still new stuff is getting in there. And the
So we're not.
the
we
most
didn't.
mind-boggling part.
We didn't list just the best stuff
No,
because we had no
no.
idea. We just do a box.
Oh,
at
and
a
I thought it was
time.
Dewey Decimal System. It was the Library of Congress Decimal System. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. But I think that the books are still hard. They're good, and I think that I just think we're being messed with in a general sense because. And I think I undersold a lot of good books at the beginning for sure. So I don't necessarily sure the cherries all got picked,
But
because I also jacked the crap price out of a whole bunch of them.
But no, I mean,
Like that yellow one,
I
Biff.
do agree to a certain extent that the books that have been up there for a long time have been cherry picked. So
Or we still have, because the priority has not been to cater to us to release the Reflex or Recycler.
Oh, God.
We haven't relisted that first 500 books yet that we listed by hand.
was it 500?
Like fools before the proper software was
Yeah,
released.
we need to do end and sell similar on our store. We have to.
I am definitely keeping that in mind, Biff, that it has been cherry picked, but I just don't think so. If you go look at the store today, we're just selling $50, $60, $70 books that have been there. These are not just, in fact, one of them has been there, is one of the first 500 books. We just sold it because it said HC and it had a hyphen.
Yeah, but think about that, though.
It's just the way it is.
We
You think about it.
Right.
I already
because
thought about it.
that first round of books that we did before List Easier was available to us,
Mm-hmm.
we're able to identify them really easily because they have a white background on the first page, where now it's just
We don't
our
even do that anymore.
photo table background. So they're very easy to notice when we sell one. And like you said, we've sold one
We sold one.
of those old books.
Yep.
Yeah. Anywho.
Beard Live, he lied. It was 97.
Well, wait, what was?
We jump over his comments so we don't know. Oh, we're screwed
Wait,
now.
arg, I
and
mentally
three
left.
Is there a comment that needs to be approved?
Oh, I
It
wonder.
better not be. Or maybe it was something I said. I did say something.
Oh, the items that he had to ship. Still,
97 instead of
Beard, that's
101.
insanity.
Yeah, I don't really understand
What
that,
did you
Beard. I
do?
gotta
Did
say.
you do something
Now,
different?
well,
Share, please.
He's
a
he
listing.
did
He's still
something.
listing.
No, he did something different immediately.
What?
We're not running the same kind of stores. We're running this. I'm looking up every price, and he's selling as a commodity. I'm smelling as a collectible, and it's a different flow. Somehow, collectibles are cut off right now, to a certain extent. Collectible books, I don't know why that's just happening to us. That those are being suppressed, while for some reason the lower price ones, the high price ones, are leaking through. So we're going from 10 sales a day down to 3, but the drop in profit might only be 25% right now because the books are higher price.
What was it? Justin Resell.
But how he got 97 items out the door makes me angry.
I don't understand that. Justin Resells, which his production level is just top notch. But he was saying, I don't even know what the title of that video was, but what
His
stuck
last
in my
one?
mind, which I was like, yeah, we already know that.
Yeah, he has
is
he
how-
has some editors going on.
Is
there.
how he was
not
saying
doing
that,
I don't think.
people think, oh, you have to be listing and be active on eBay every day and list every day and whatever,
you don't.
whatever. Otherwise, whatever, your product won't be shown. But then he was like, no, it's just good to get your product up, and getting your product up
Can't
is
sell if it ain't there. Every item has a different awesomeness factor. So if you list 100 items, you have the chance that you just listed 100 different levels of awesomeness, and
Yeah.
some of them are good, some of them aren't.
But and that's what I mean. We know that too. It's not necessarily eBay will reward you if you're listing every day. It's just that you're literally putting new product in your store that will now get views because it's new.
Yeah.
eBay's going to show new stuff to
also,
buyers.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Also, In It to Flip It is now teaming up with Biff.
Really giving
To say
us
stuff
hell.
sucks. It's, again, we haven't listed everything. Every time we list a box, it's new, fresh merchandise that's never been seen before. So I don't think on March 3rd, when everything went from to
Yeah, it was such an obvious something happened.
and it's trying to correct multiple times in the past month. There's no more butts. The butts are long gone. I think the butts were just like some sort of indication that something weird was going to come up. And then, and I keep seeing these like upward momentums where they hit 250 a day and then they fall apart again. So I don't know. We're still selling a good, I think a good clip for the money,
Ooh,
but
sorry.
the number has dropped significantly. And I don't want to go below the 400 number where we have to start stretching out defects over a year instead of only.
You know how there's
over
like a website
3 months.
website or something where like you can bet on anything.
Yeah, bet on
I
us.
think it should be
The bet.
how many
Not on
yawns
us, but the
will
opposite.
spam having a
Yeah.
show.
Lag, if you could work on getting us a sports betting network set up here so people can bet on things
How
during
many
the
times
show.
does Primo
This is a
interrupt
good
spam?
deal.
How many times does
Yeah.
spam
Let's set this
yawn?
up. I think that's a good.
How many times do they talk about something that makes you want to vomit in your
Mhm.
mouth?
Let's do it. Let's name the number of times they say something smart. You know.
Why do
There's
I
lots of
picture
things.
this music as Primo's alarm clock if he used an alarm clock?
I do not
We don't use
mine.
alarm clocks.
No, but if I did, which was the comment, yes, that would be it. Because I'd be, wake up, let's go, it's time.
Here's a
Nobody listens. Yours untruly. What? Nobody listens. Yours untruly. I told you eBay's going to disperse promoted in time and fees are going up. They will make more. They're going to make their 2% every quarter forever. The fact that they made 15 last quarter or fourth quarter 2025, they attributed to Silver Spike.
Ambi Nudes was saying that this AI shopping crap is screwing up the promoted model.
I'm sure it is. And they're going to have to work on it because it's still unclear what their promoted model actually does. Did you watch
I
John's?
totally hear you shopping.
Did you watch John's video on after he did his month of
Oh, off-site.
Yeah, I think he said
I heard
that
you were
it just
playing
almost
it.
did nothing.
Oh, okay, you were playing it, and
I
I
think he
could
lost
hear
money.
some of it, but I think I was doing dishes, so I wasn't hearing the whole thing.
I think the bottom line was
I
that
hand wash dishes.
you don't even who cares? You know, it's like, why bother? It's like not really worth it.
Cheryl is saying, I already have a cluttered mind. There are so many voices in there telling me what to do. I hear you. Uh, it happens to me. I get overwhelmed, and then I just go, I'm not going to do anything then.
Are you talking about my yellow table thing? Dude, that's why. See, I just know stuff.
I ever
secrets.
sawed.
I ever sawed. Yeah. He wants to saw it in half. I have a 26-year-old store.
Yeah, I read that earlier.
Installed by the Tragic Remodeling and Esoterics. TRE. I don't know.
Mike was saying, I think I remember him mentioning this too the other day. My metrics are down year over year, but my bank deposits are doing better than expected. Impressions, views, and sales down, but profit is just under $1,000 down.
Yeah, we're in that zone, in that zonosphere. And of course, it could resolve this month. Who knows?
So B News was saying that eBay has to do away with promoted. It's ultimately will place them at the bottom of the place them out of the marketplace due to AI, and they know it. The added exposure of organic promoted in external AI proxy shopping is what resulted in this new attribution cap. It won't work with AI shopping. It just can't.
Huh, we'll have to see. I should also point out that being up 70% this month is not. I'm not killing it. It's just back to normal.
Yeah.
February was awful. Yeah, and that's the other way they. That's why looking at the numbers does not do my brain any justice, because I know it's all manipulation, because they're not necessarily they're not trying to give you the information that you want in the way that you want it. They're trying to give you the information that you desire in a way that makes it feel good to you.
We are insanely behind.
I don't know why. It's never happened before. I don't know why, John. How could that be?
Besides, 10% final value fee is dirt cheap. And then Biff said, Love, look what you've done. Oh, Love, look what you've done to me is Boss Gags from the Great Urban Cowboy. What's OST?
Off screen.
Oh. Theater? Off stage? I don't know.
I forget.
I've been focusing on my better inventory and cutting out the dead weight. Store size went down from 1,200 or so last year to just under 750 as of today.
I'm so tired right now.
Wow, Mike. And then when you're saying you're cutting the dead weight, what are you doing? You're just, are you marking it down
Original
really
Scream
low, or are
soundtrack.
you
I knew
donating it?
It was so annoying.
Jovial was saying, I listened to you MS Unites, but the reading, learning comprehension is the issue, not the sharpest tool in the shed. Jovial, again, you and I have to read things over and over and over.
I have to read things half and not really know what they say.
For my brain to be able to comprehend it.
Why is Biff's hat all like
And then
way far
eventually
away?
it can, but
Why is Biff's hat far away from him? Why is there all that space?
there's a shield.
Oh, he's got a shield that's not showing.
Isn't that weird?
Where's Biff's shield? They stole Biff's shield.
Biff, you have an invisible shield.
You have a shield, a cloak of invisibility? That's cool.
I'm trying to shrink my store as well with long tail items. It doesn't happen on demand, even with price drops. Oh, that's interesting. Right. I guess if it's just not wanted, it's not wanted, even no matter how cheap it is.
There's no doubt that there was a pop on that stupid glass, the Vaseline glass last year before. I don't think it's still here, and it wasn't here before that. So there's trends.
Mike said, "Be nudes. I do believe promoted ads will cut out a ton of sellers that are not paying attention to their profits closely. I'm paying about 2 times more this year."
Oh.
And John was saying the daily end and sell similar is counterproductive. Oh, yeah, I mean we aren't doing any end and sell similars, but you get the
That's
new.
also counterproductive.
Yeah, you get the new item boost on eBay, but you lose your external presence.
Oh, you're talking ESS
The
versus
nuclear. Daily ESS. Daily, remember
yeah,
like doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
nuclear?
Well, because I wasn't well, depends on what your strategy is. If your strategy is if you're selling things that people go specifically to eBay for, which is certain collectibles for sure. There's only a couple places to go to find them. Mid-century modern furniture being one of them.
Oh, sorry.
Either you're going to put it on a third-rate business, like not third-rate, but third tier. Even though it's a first tier, First Dibs is a first tier, but it's only really known and available to designers and rich people. So to get this kind of, there's only a couple places to go. What's my point? That I didn't need it to go on to Google because it absolutely screwed that up. Because every time we would always see our stuff on Google.
And we would click it and it'd be
to
like,
a
this
dead
listing is no
auction.
longer available or something. It would be like, oh, look at that. Yeah.
But some of that little orange bench that nobody likes here, that thing is that's a rabid piece of desire. People love that thing.
Yeah.
People want it real bad. They can't afford it.
It's a particular, taste.
And so we sold a lot of
we
that
had
stuff
it.
and repeating it and having it pop back up every day. Maybe you're also talking about specifically the manuals that's how we learned to do it at first. Was one day our sales disappeared.
Yeah, right.
And then we started doing it because
Sorry. Holy moly.
I
what
knew
is
to do
going
end and
on?
sell similar, and I'm like, well, if one end and sell similar is good, then 100 of them is gonna be even better.
B nudes. That's
a lot of B
It's hard
nudes.
to explain the details in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, Biff, I know when I drop my prices on Scub inventory, it just sits. eBay does not push items that sell well. I'm lotting and donating most of my $12 and under games, which is
I guess if I had waited, I would have seen.
for games and stuff. I think that is the case because there's so much of it. But I also find raising prices, but you can't do it on so video games, there's a lot of games that just aren't good. They're just not going to sell for much at all, ever. And if you put like 10 of them together, if it's a $5 game, if you put 10 of them together, is it a $50 stack? No, it's probably a $25
Here I go again.
You're out.
It is like out of control.
What was I saying? It was so important. I was saying
Stacked
something
video
important.
games, lots.
Right, you're not going to get as much if you sell those things. But if you're selling, like, say, Paper Mario or something, I don't know enough. But say a good game that's got a solid people buying it, raise the price on it so that, in my estimation, certain people looking for certain quality of products will sort highest to lowest.
Oh my God.
Searching for quality over price. But you can only do that with things that are very very desirable. But I absolutely know for a fact that raising prices on stuff sells it too. It just, what is it? Lag is on it, handling everything.
Mom and Dad. Lag, you're the only one that calls us Mom and Dad. Well, Pokey does.
Well, Denticor.
What am I thinking?
Also.
Oh, yes.
Life that
Where's
literally-
Matt?
Yeah, where's Matt today? At Life. I literally short-circuited it before the holidays and they lost a ton of dough. Or they lost a ton of dough. I don't know. It's so hard to read into their thing. And then I have,
Cheryl.
I just have an understanding of we're never going to know.
Cheryl said, sell everything. No one wants to be left with a house full of stuff. My brother was a collector and it was a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, we're selling everything that's good. I mean, we're selling the
Cheryl,
tonnage.
the stuff that
tonnage.
we have sold ever since I started working with him back in
Tonnage.
2020. We have cleared out so much stuff from our house because it was stuff that he just was collecting and thought that maybe he would sell it in the future at some point, whatever.
Deathpile.
But it was stuff he loved and collected, and
Deathpile.
it's so great having all that stuff gone. Our basement was filled with vintage computers, all sold.
We
All sold,
had a full-on basement where you went down the stairs, and that's it. It's just 6-foot sea of stuff that I put in there and then backed out, and then you didn't go down there. No, we didn't go down there for a couple of, when we had to go down there when the sewer backed up sometime. And then we had, Bridget, remember the sewer backup that one time? And we got effluence on some of my preciousness. And I had to we filed a claim with the house insurance, and that's when we found out through a terrible lesson learned that you're not supposed to file insurance with you're not supposed to use your house insurance unless your house burns down or something, or you're broken into, something major. Because we did like a $5,000 sewer backup because we got all of my, like a lot of my, must have had hundreds of them because I lost a whole bunch of old phones and wires and like boxes and computer stuff. And we ended up having to like throw it all away because it was all saturated. Now we just shake it off and move on. You don't remember that? And we actually filed insurance.
And then did our insurance go up?
Yeah. Yeah, our insurance went up.
One thing we also learned too was,
and they said, "Don't ever do that again, you dummy. Don't use your insurance.
Didn't
you can get it and use
right.
it."
Now we're terrified to like do any, and something with the car insurance too. Even
Car
if you
insurance,
call and just say
it goes on as a claim, sort of.
Yeah, even if you don't put the claim through, but
we've walked into every landmine there is to walk into in our lives. So
I mean, at this age, we
take it from the lamest.
Know everything, but
I know everything. Me and my brain know everything. Oh, I don't know that thing. It must be my brain that knows it. It's a joke. What? I'm never gonna make it out of here.
Like, sorry, yawn. It annoys me that eBay charges me on all my repeat buyers now. What do you mean? That's
that's weird.
What?
Because now they've seen that ad has been triggered. Or you don't sell repeatables necessarily. You don't sell multi-quantity more.
Yeah, but because that repeat buyer now came and bought another item and another item, and it's a perpetual fee because of like that one time.
Jabez Spires, aloha. Good afternoon from my beach vacation.
Nice.
What's up? Well, that's awesome that you're at the beach. Enjoy a...
Can I finish? Yeah, right. I should, Cheryl, huh? Can I finish?
Yeah, seriously, you do need that. Can I finish? Is that just... who said that?
I don't know.
Was it just SNL or was it... It was a real guy. It was Ross Perot, right? Can I finish? Can I finish? I always picture Ross Perot. I could be wrong.
Oh, it was a politician that was trying to like...
so.
Yeah.
In it to flip it says, I have to run to...
I'll read it when I get back.
DQ.
That's two.
I keep seeing DQ and I'm like, Dairy Queen sounds so good.
eBay cannot manipulate the creators of AI shop bots. Those developers tell eBay, then pay us or go fly.
Shopping with Cheryl is Gen X.
Yeah.
We are behind. I'll probably turn an old hard rock and blast it.
So Biff was saying ESS is tedious and treacherous right now. I can't even end 200. Only like 198 will end, and the repopulation is also sporadic.
So when I did go do that one the other day,
eBay doesn't want to lose if anyone's doing promoted. eBay doesn't want to lose that link by allowing people to reset.
Well,
They're trying to make it
to us. We're trying to circumvent their
But if somebody
systems.
clicked on one of our promoted listings and we're ending items and selling similar, well,
I just want to say that I as well did 200 the other day. And you can never trust what we say. Like she doesn't know anything.
No, I don't know what you're doing.
But I did 200 the other day, and 198 did it. So I'm getting the same similar thing as you. I figured out because it had the words up on top that they might have been two things that didn't have the proper made in things. That's what I noticed. So, and then I didn't go any farther. So I noticed that. So I only got 198 listed out of the 200. And then two of them, which I'll never know which ones they are again, are just sitting there. I guess once I relist everything, I can look and see what the oldest things listed
Are we the forgotten generation?
I forgot. That's right. We're the CRS. Can't remember S.
The meh generation.
Meh. You're the whatever generation. Then B-Nude says a bunch of words.
5% FVF increases if they do away with promoted. What a mess. Oh, Final Five. Seems about right.
Seems like they would get more money, right? Because people do 2. Some people do 10, but they really don't need to be doing it. I delisted my Jaba Spire says I delisted my entire store.
Yeah,
Saturday.
I read that way earlier.
Oh, okay. Did we get a applause or anything? Lag says I go the south.
For vacation,
B
like?
nudes. Okay, we're coming back into a B nudes because even though we skip some, we got to come in every once in a while. Needs to go more price competitive for AI shopping.
It's a
and they know
no-brainer.
it. It's a no-brainer.
I read a media picker earlier.
eBay knows they are pipsqueak in AI shopping.
I used to go to the one at the VW car place. The bagel. Was there a bagel place around there?
Was it right in front of it? No.
Yeah, that right. The VW car place.
Lewis Motors?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
it is next
asking
door
you-
to it. It is. It's across the street. So there's the Goodwill that goes into Lewis Motors.
Oh,
Then there's something, and then there's the Burlington Bagel Bakery.
so
Was that there last time?
or no the because the VW is now across the street from Olive Garden.
Correct.
So that's the one.
Which is next to Goodwill. That's right. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
yes. But I was wondering if Lag is familiar really with the area.
What? So you think eBay is getting right now on promoted fees across the board? I say more than 2%. So you think eBay is getting right? Is getting
What do you think eBay is getting right now on promoted fees across the board? I say more than 2%.
if you're evening them out per sale?
And then
I don't know. They
Benudes,
said 60% of people are using
faster,
it. So
faster.
I would say
it gets
so.
so exciting.
I would think so.
I don't know why
honestly.
smaller made me think of that.
Smaller.
Olive Garden chicken is prednisone.
Prednisone chicken. Yeah, that's what I would call it too. Some sort of steroid.
The one
chicken.
that I always thought looked like a cupcake.
Javis says Lag lives in a basement and lives on military rations. He knows nothing about Olive Garden. I mean, if you like Olive Garden more, aren't you precious? But just know that they got steroid chickens in there. It's all steroid chicken. It's not the worst part about the steroid chicken. So be it. But what about the fact that just none of their food is made there? It's all brought in bags and it's just sous vide. It's just sous vide.
So what? Who cares?
So what? Exactly. What am I talking about? I'm just a big naysaying Nazi.
You pay what you get what you pay for. I mean, what do you expect?
I went to Kentucky
Just
Fried
don't eat
Chicken,
there every day. You'll be fine.
and I got a piece of an old floor mop.
Wait, but did we finish the thing with is it the
We don't finish
Hershey's
things.
chocolate?
We don't finish.
So they use like some sort of like oil
Apparently there was
confection thing and then like
some-
paint it with chocolate?
That's
It's
normal.
not
That's
like
not
real chocolate, solid
calm
chocolate.
down.
Chocolate,
You're
chocolate.
Out of
Ree,
your,
ree,
you are out of your mind. So the thing is that they moved to a chocolatey coating product thing. So they use some language because language is important, and they switch so below 10% chocolate liquor or something in between the So if you have less than 10% chocolate liquor in your candy product, you can't call it milk chocolate. It has to be called chocolatey or chocolate
Liquor?
flavored. That's just that's enough of you.
Yeah.
Olive Garden, you're like what's his face over there in Trash to Cash. So is the handle black? How much was this pan worth? They're trying to guess. And then Carrie's like, was the handle black?
Correct. And you
How
sold
long
it, you
is the
sold it on
handle?
eBay or
You sold it on eBay or Etsy?
Or Etsy.
Where is this?
I'm trying to figure out.
That's so you. You guys.
He is.
You gotta be friends.
No, but now it's like a shtick.
I
Like
don't know.
it is hilarious.
Jabus, I have regularly been using End and Sell Similar for a couple of years. I really don't anticipate any serious issues. Yeah, I used it a whole bunch too, but for some reason, especially those of us been using AI listers where there is a difference in the picture processing as opposed to listing directly to eBay. That adds to the anxiety. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a problem with anything. Everything's working as it should, but it does add the anxiety that maybe something won't happen.
So wait, what was B Nudes was saying that now the live auction stuff they will drive more at as well. They
Yes.
remember the crazy traffic penny auction
Yeah.
site said. They were insane traffic.
Yes,
It
that's
kicked.
true.
It'll kick Whatnot and any other corners of the market. Walmart and Amazon will never do it. Those are the two heavyweights for the consumer dollar. Then there is the rest of the online retail. We only get perhaps 4% of the global through eBay. Cheryl was saying Amazon won't do auctions. They had a
no.
great group of us doing Amazon Live, but they screwed that up, and most don't
I
participate.
agree, and I think eBay's going to slow roll right over Whatnot if they do that,
funny.
if they do a Whatnot thing. But
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if they will affect Whatnot, but will they totally crush them? I don't know. I think eBay is probably going to put a lot more time and resources into Live because it's faster at making the money. And why wouldn't they do that? Do we go do that is the question. And until I can go on there and sell mid-century modern furniture and tell people no to come here for anything other than gems, cards, sneakers, handbags, then that's what they'll be working with, which is what a lot of people
So,
buy and sell.
When
So-
I was on the reseller lunchbox,
You were on the reseller lunchbox?
Jay
Did you meet Jay?
Jay mentioned how he was doing his first eBay Live like on the Friday after I was on their show.
Yes.
And anyhow, he on
Thursday.
a following episode of their show in the chat, I did ask like what were the steps or whatever. And there is a vetting or there is, an application, and they do want to know if you have a media following. And it sounds like there is like an exclusive like thing you have to sign with them. And
But not to
certain
Whatnot.
guaranteed a certain amount of
You could
hours
still sell
a
on
week.
Whatnot though, because they want you to
Yes.
steal your customers and bring them over.
Yes. I thought somebody said you
Yes.
needed an LLC, but
It's an Easter
I don't
egg.
think you need
John
to.
is pointing out
I
the
know,
Easter egg.
John. I don't think I ever knew that.
You can do it. And then
And it took about 4 weeks, I think he
the
said.
tall guy would say something too. The guy who was hired to harass Happy Gilmore, that tall guy, like I think he showed up in a couple of movies, and he's like he says something to try to shake your confidence. Well, the other guy's saying you could do
It's
it. The other guy's
2:02
saying-
and we're at 2:45. We got to keep.
So what's new? You're surprised by that? Yep. Don't call me Shirley. Amazon had auctions back in the day, and storefronts trying to. Well, are you saying auctions like they had auctions like not personal auctions? You mean like eBay has auctions, not personal, not video auctions, right? Am I right there? Walmart online, they went past. B News.
Oh, you were
probably.
talking about this is when we were talking about Garage Sale HQ.
Primo, you're not allowed to use shame. Yeah, I don't have the bell here either.
I already read that one.
Did you? Did you read this one?
Yes, a while back.
Did you read this one?
Yes.
Did you read this
Game
one?
of Thrones. Stop it!
Did you read this one? Did you read this one? Did you read this one?
Oh, wait, no.
What are you doing? Do you even have eyeballs anymore?
No, I don't.
Here, I'll do it for you.
No, that's not the one I'm looking for.
I think that was the appropriate one, though. Okay, B Nudes, you're canceled. I canceled B Nudes. Walmart has the worst online site. It says delivery in 7 days, and then it will update to 4 weeks, or the order gets completely canceled.
Whoa.
We haven't ordered from them recently, but I think it's not a recent video. But somehow, when I finally figured out that Reseller Therapy was its own show, I thought, I don't know what I thought, but I came across a short with Corey and Teresa, and they ordered Grams and Pops Vintage, and they ordered medium boxes from Walmart, and they all arrived. And I don't know if that was an April Fool's Day joke or something.
And
I don't
they
know.
all arrived what?
It was so absurd that I had to run away and be scared from it.
They
but
all
they had
arrived
like
what?
7 huge boxes, and each one of these boxes had one box in it. It had one, like,
They were already assembled?
yeah. Might have been an April Fool's joke now that I think about it, because that does seem crazy. But Walmart might do it.
I fully believe that there's a local reseller to me who puts fake yard sale locations in the yard sale treasure
yeah.
app.
This is
Saturday
just
mornings.
something, but here's, okay, back to Dave's project for a second. Why I think it's going to be hard, I already expressed, but why I think it's going to be easy? AI. The same AI that's building him a site that would take 6 months to code in the olden days, maybe 3 months in the less olden days, maybe 2 months in the less olden days, but that would take you multiple people. This is one person in like a weekend. That's crazy what you can get up. Now he can use AI and start training AI to double check his records and to go through and search for scams and fake stuff and stuff. So he can use that.
Cheryl was saying, I mostly stopped shopping on eBay when they started manipulating the search in 2018. Unless you know exactly what you want, the search is ridiculous, almost as bad as Amazon.
Wait, where are we?
I'm fine with eBay search for whatever I'm searching for. I, however, cannot stand Etsy search. And the only time I find that I get anything really matching what I'm looking for on Etsy is I go right to Google and type in the item, and then it will give me some Etsy results. And that's when it's actually showing me the stuff that fits what the category I'm looking for, the title I'm looking for.
Oh.
Otherwise, when I go on Etsy and I type it in, I get, like, I want vintage. No, it's all like,
Yes, right.
you
That
know,
is annoying
like
now.
sunglass holders.
It's
or
not you, Geo. It's you, Geo. Gen Zer. Gen Z in the house over here. You, Geo. I just have to remember that and bug out my eyes at the beginning. You, Geo. It doesn't roll off the tongue though. So,
huge.
you, Geo. You.
Oh,
See, I was saying
Target
you,
will be the
Geo.
next big box to go down.
Target is barely alive as it is. You know, you go in there, I see 20 or 30 employees, I see 2 customers. We never go there though, but when I do go there,
We went for the first time last year.
I try to find some. I just need some creamer. I need a special creamer. No, I don't even cream anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah, Target's having problems. I thought they might just buy. eBay into a huge exodus of sellers and a huge.
There's our James peeking
James!
in.
Bye, James.
Love you, James. Hope everything is. Hope your day is happening, and you're in our
40
hearts
minutes
and thoughts today.
behind.
So, and we'll be for the rest of this week and so forth. So, you know what to do, and that is
He's a good dad, that's for sure.
sure is.
Those puppies really are fortunate to have such a loving dad taking care of them.
absolutely. Biff says you could smuggle your old slippers and plant them in the bed for your competition. That is, wow. So what if I just sit here and I just bake in my slippers? I turn the heat. So the problem with the slippers are I didn't wear socks. Then it started to get warm. And at some point about a month and a half ago, because we haven't been, I don't want to go to TGI Fridays, but that's the only place good to buy.
TJI Fridays.
Yeah, it's like,
Do we have that here?
TJI Fridays. TJI
TJ.
Max.
TJ Maxx.
TJI Max. So I don't want to go there and get slippers because I hate going in that store. But I do need them. And about a month and a half ago, the foam in my deer foam started to turn to a liquid. It doesn't keep like a solid shape anymore. And apparently it smells like stinky sandwiches. But if I just sat here and just put the heater on me and I could just get new slippers and make it, and then we could maybe cut them up and send them to people so they could do the bin trick. And then they wouldn't have to rely on liquid ass as much.
Ass?
Liquid ass. The stinky stuff.
Oh.
See, I don't really want to have
That's
to...
called nesting. We used to be into that. Them and supply chain. Admittedly, I don't use AI for shopping yet. Other
I
than
don't
Rufus
feel
on
like
Amazon.
I
I don't trust
want
it
to
enough
employ
yet.
any special tactics.
Scroll. Keep on.
Special weapons
Keep
or tactics
on
to
going.
shop. So I don't think I'll be going to the bins anytime soon. Plus, we don't even have one.
We don't have any bins
I know.
here.
Well, that's the easiest excuse. Lag was nesting.
Skip over some of the ads.
The ats? You mean the ones that say at MS Unites? Those is what you're saying?
No.
These are problems. When I was younger, I'd salt them. 174 million accounts. How many are unique users? Lots of resellers have multiple accounts, millions of multiple accounts. We probably have 10 accounts, 4 or 5 seller accounts, 2 that don't even get used. We did do weirdo vintage, but we're not selling clothing. Just not.
Yeah, we
Too many
were.
people are
I
into
think
it.
we were like buzzed or something when we came up
We
with
were
that
probably
dumb
buzzed.
name.
Like most of the accounts are buzzed accounts. Okay, you guys are talking.
Temu is the butt crack of retail.
Wait, where does it say that? Temu is the crack of retail.
I
Cheap
had
but
to put
terrible
in
for
butt.
you. I just Googled Temu, and the first thing I see is Chihuahua wearing a black mullet wig. What in the world? Pokey, you need a wig? We like to dress up our dogs. I wouldn't put Temu stuff on my own dog.
So, team.
It's probably
Temu.
made out of babies or something. Mike says prior to the 2022 GBA Pokemon games were $25 give or take. Now $100 to $200.
Oh, look at the ear on it.
Prior
Cheryl?
to Game Boy Advance Pokemon.
He looks like Oliver Tree.
Oh yeah, he needs that. Thank you. We got to get that for him. He totally looks like
How
Oliver
do I get rid of
Tree.
the stupid spinning wheel?
You don't.
Oh, come on.
You got gamed, babe.
Get away from
You
me.
just got gamified by Temu. Yeah. I think Pokey would look good with the Oliver Tree mullet.
Look at the ear. It's like a human ear.
That's what you get from Temu. They don't even know how animals go together over there.
I'll just keep this right here.
Pokey, do you want a human ear? I know. Kenneth, do we need it so bad, the recycler?
I think Josh was calling it my glass.
It's called something else
It's
now.
called the fresh, the refresh. But these,
Let's do it.
the arms are all cockeyed now.
Jovial says, say again about shipping with the IBM typewriter by screwing it to a board. Yes. Seriously, how can we be this far behind? So,
We can stay a little late because we got all of our shipping done.
yeah, so there's rubber feet on the bottom, and you take screws and you bolt it through a piece inside of the mechanicalism, and there's like a big metal, they're very heavy frame things, and you mount it, so you basically just bolt it to this board, and then make the board a little bit bigger than the typewriter itself. And then you use that 1-inch thick foam type rigid insulation and other packaging to fill in your gap. You wrap it in a box and you throw it out the door like a rolled booger. That's what you do.
What's Master Killer?
That,
Did we already do that?
your eyes indicate that you are mad because I can see all the way around your pupils. So
That
you
would
just
be the
sit there.
1.75 magnification of these glasses.
I just told St. John Satina knit top. You just sold a St. John Satana.
Satana?
Satana. Sounds like Satan, but a lady Satan. But
$100,
Satana.
Callie Debs.
That's a lot, though. That's a lot.
Nice.
That's a beautiful thing about clothing. And clothing is also, it's just, I mean, you can go 25 cents to $100. But I think now they've got it kind of dialed in at the stores where they're like $8.50 for this.
I sell emerald for $300. Used to be, what's emerald?
Emerald
Where's-
is
if you're even here anymore.
It's video game related.
Okay, I got.
So, well,
I
first
got
of all,
screenshot this though. This
prior
is
to
hilarious.
2022, I'm going backwards now in the comments. I'm not making progress. Prior to 2022, Game Boy Advance Pokemon games were $25, give or take. Now it's $100 to $200. So something has happened. It's the youngsters. The people have come of age to purchase expensive toys for no reason, and you have to take advantage of that. And Mike is so. Those of you who have been hoarding, I hoarded
See, this
70s,
is what that
80s
Chihuahua
stuff.
looked like. Oliver
Yeah, that's
Tree.
the guy. That's Oliver Tree.
Mhm.
And now You know, my days are numbered. We're old. So we don't have 90s stuff, really. We only have
No, I
70s
know.
and 80s stuff.
I ran into someone
guys are
from
lucky.
elementary school, and
Ruined our whole
I
mall
was like,
walk.
oh yeah. I was like, there's such a huge vintage community here. And I was like, it's all young people though, so everything 80s, 90s. She's like, no, that's not vintage. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Check out ASP Rocky's Wayfarers that I saw at the store the other day that I thought were really cool. Then I touched them, and then the lady at Lens Crafters was me. And so
See, this is even better. This is totally that Chihuahua. This is Oliver Tree. He's hilarious. ASPA.
I didn't realize, Innit Flippant said, I didn't realize you were still listing regular in the bookstore. If that's the case, then yeah, it's something else. Yeah, we are
yeah.
listing.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, it's a weird, I'm not afraid of it or anything.
It's hard to tell. These don't really look puffy.
Yeah, they're these, yeah, you can't really tell.
It's hard to tell, but they're your
They ha-
Wayfair Ray-Bans,
They're
and
all
they're
like,
a bulbous, like, plastic.
yeah, like
right?
they've been, Stay Puffed. They're like Stay Puffed.
They're hard, but they look
And they're really
puffy.
light. They feel very, light.
And so he goes into the
Listen, I gotta buy some new
lens
glasses.
crafters, and the woman takes one look at him, and she's like,
You want to put lenses in there? You want to put some prescription lenses in there? That's not for you. That's what she said. That's not for me.
that's what she
That's like-
said.
Yeah, that's what she said. True story.
Left and right, customer service just awful.
I know. I'm not getting good. I look like a slob, though. I got to admit. I mean, I'm okay. Sometimes
Well,
I look
and
like
I
a
do know
slob.
that location has I know someone that works in
shoplifter?
mall management, and they've had a lot of shoplifting there. I don't know if
Because
it's
it's right
still
by that
really
back
bad.
door.
But people, so the drug dealers send
Are you
their
saying the
drug
drug dealers
addicts
to steal the
to-
ASP
with a
Rocky?
list, a
That's true.
wish list.
We
the
heard
drug-
that. We didn't witness
The
it.
drug addicts go and steal the stuff, then give it to the drug.
I
and
call
anyhow,
that high efficacy.
Lens Crafters was
Thank you.
often hit
Oh.
with somebody going and stealing stuff to them so that they can then pay off or get their drugs with stuff they stole.
Yeah, drugs are great.
Yeah.
I am not approving of them, though. I already set up the prediction
Oh.
markets for this show. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's what we wanted. I have the 2 under, so I'm behind. What's the payout? Who's paying this money out? Because I'm gonna rig this whole thing. I'm gonna be like picking my 2 picks. I'm picking it twice. Don't forget and pick it 3 times and lose. That's what will happen. Voices in your mind. Welcome to the party. I am your father at lag. Yeah, I live in that party house. John says, aside from one solid day after using promoted offsite ads, sales have been much slower without it.
Stop.
Well, offside is an off eBay thing. It makes me wonder if they punish you when they quit. Now, that is something that for sure we've heard.
And we've all, we all wonder that. Even when you end sale or end promoted listing within the site, everyone wonders if
It's all stare it and kick. Huh? Stare it and kick. That's carrot and stick, if you wanted to say it right. Maybe Primo will be a vulnerable seller and take my lowball offer of $10 shipped for the Snoopy phone. I am I'm not.
Mike, there was one of those on our Facebook marketplace.
Look it up. See if it's still there.
I'm looking. Glasses on head. Let's see.
If it's under like $60, I'm
This
buying it.
is.
I don't think it was
Happy
under
House.
$60 because I would have gone and bought it probably and sent it to Mike first for fun. I know we never meet. Is that your dad lag is saying things? B News is saying traffic is way out.
Oh, come on, Mike. Look at this crap.
What? Is that there right now?
There's
Oh, there's one that's a good price.
7.
That one's an okay price.
Enosburg Falls, New Haven.
That's very far. Those are like
this
out in the
one
middle of the
has,
boonies.
it's a price drop. But yeah, Mike, like we have some on Marketplace. This one has like, looks like.
Oh, it's got.
Oh my God, they have like 3 of them.
Somebody used this as an enema.
Huh.
Oh, well. It's marked down from $225 to $70. That's a good discount.
I bet that thing could be cleaned up.
Kenneth Oros says, if they show your store at different types or caps, the graphs they show are all bogus as well. Yeah. I can't believe it. I don't have enough confidence in it that the only thing I can trust is my own understanding. Just my own feeling about how things are going.
Oh, look at the Charlie Brown trash can.
Yeah, get that. Get that for me.
Oh, look at the lead glasses.
Oh, yeah, get that.
Oh, look.
Biff, did you find me some lead glasses?
Oh, it was...
You know what's really funny is I know that we have all had lead, because it has a smell, which you attribute to the dishwasher. It's like a dusty kind of a cobalty smell or whatever's in there. Yes, my little fruit cup. 'Tis I, Darth and Noodle. I have no idea what that means, but it's funny.
Don Flippin', hey, hey, hey.
Don Flippin' is here. Mike, I will not touch eBay Spotlight, offsites, or priority. It also hurts my store. I wonder, I'd love to know
Oh, there's
someday.
a grizzly golf guy.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's hurry. Anakin, I always wanted a dad. Flippin' ain't easy. Spam just one more yawn, and it'll cover my parlay. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, wait, you're talking about yawns.
Here comes one.
Nope.
All you had to do is
No.
say it. Don Flippin, did you get a chance to look at the picture I sent you? Did I get a chance to look at the picture you sent me?
Oh, gosh, dang it.
Can you get it really quick?
Because I don't have your Instagram on my phone.
That's my fault. It's on there.
Can't...
What was it?
Oh, right, because you couldn't figure out how to go from...
Yeah, I couldn't log in. So you sent it to Primo Kimo. So right now I'm stuck logged into old school artifacts. I didn't know how to change it, and I think we gave up. I have not. I'm sorry. I'll look at it again.
Boy, Don Flippin'.
This is typical for us, Don. Don't feel like this isn't normal. We give everybody the same level of half-assed
Yes, it's always better to message me on Instagram. Now watch me go to it, and then there's...
It's better, she said. It's not foolproof. I felt like we did see it, though. I can't even remember.
No.
Yeah, no.
You went to go look, but you were logged into old school artifacts, and you couldn't remember how to log into...
That's John's fault, because he got all their accounts taken away, and then I had to go erase all my passwords and all of my other stuff, and now I can't do anything. Yep, I focus on best quality, highest price. May I add, I'm the best seller for those looking for nice old school handheld games. And that's a good place to be. I've always tried to position myself to have the highest quality of the thing I'm selling, because they sell best and they sell for the most. And then everything that didn't meet those, my death pile that I've been dealing with, which is kind of seems stupid because the death pile has so much value. What are you guys doing?
I don't know. Something's happening in my foot.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Oh.
Okay. So much B nudes. Thank goodness we can jump like 10 comments at a time.
I'm so hot.
Media Picker says, I've noticed you're fanning yourself with a carrot. I noticed recently when ending and selling similar, about 95% of the previous promoted listings won't cross over with the new listing. I think I've always only noticed that it doesn't pick up. Do you actually have to mark something in promoted listings for it to suck up anything new that you list to your store to be sucked up into the promotion?
And to Flip It was saying though that John from Flippin' It Easy had been talking about that, and then in it to Flip It, she was saying I don't do mine in bulk, so I've not had that issue.
Yeah, I think that's like a lifelong issue. That one's been going on for a long time. It was the picture problem was kind of a new one that they fixed at the beginning of
Keep
this
going.
month. You go. Where do you have to go?
It's happening in larger batches. If I end and sell similar 100 plus listings, about 95 of them won't be promoted when relisted. Okay. Boy, eBay is really making it difficult to end.
You just have to go back in and then add them. But I like it that way because I'm doing my manual Nomo promo.
Oh, she's only doing about 10 to 15 a day. So I'm just going in and to each listing one at a time, and there's no problem with the promo not following.
Oh, so maybe it's the bulk listing tool that's making that issue.
That's what
Somebody said. No, I said it for the first time. No
Well,
one else
that's-
ever thought of it.
that's
Biff
what
misspoke. He got his
It's
Shield.
microwaved prednisone chicken.
yes, microwave. Or sous vide. Maybe that's microwave. Maybe it's radar range. We saw one in the store the other day, an Amana radar range. It wasn't even up to do you remember the Amana radar ranges? Do you remember those?
I have no idea what Amana is.
Yeah,
I don't
Amana.
know.
It's the first microwaves, but I think only Amana made them. Maybe another company, but
Never heard
they were
of
the
them.
first ones, and they were set. They were desktop boxes, so you put them on your dining room table or your counter, right? And they had like some colored lights would come on inside just to make it seem more like it was doing something, because people are like, nothing's happening. It's like, well, your food's hot, right? Yeah, it's shriveled down to a raisin, but still.
I literally just made myself yawn by thinking about yawning. That's
I'm sorry, B Nudes, you are getting fully canceled today because we are slow.
We love you, B News.
Yeah, we sure do. Cisco truck food is the most restaurant. Absolutely. That's right. Everything sounds, tastes the same, and it's everyone's got the same damn jalapeno poppers. Don't do it, people. And then did you wasn't there a show like a 50 minutes, 60, 45, whatever it takes minute show that talked about how that Allied Cisco is there's only 2 or 3 different qualities of jalapeno poppers, and they're going down and down and down in quality.
So Biff saying, I can tell you that items listed with List Easier have a low res on Shopify. Not sure why that is, but it's absolutely predictable. Another reason why I'd rather cut and paste with ChatGPT. I think it has something, I don't know, like, I just recall when something with whatever image on eBay, if I was not opening up and expanding the image, that if I was using like the smaller version, then it would be the low res, just in general on any eBay. Like,
Oh, you're saying that it's not getting the L1600, it's getting the 900
like
or
it was
something?
depending if I opened the image, clicked it, like, like full open image, then I was getting a higher res than if I was just like hovering and clicking or copying it.
Yeah, but Biff, Biff, have you used any cross listers that do go to Shopify? Or you must be. Should I assume that? I don't know if I should assume that or not. But if you're using a cross lister, does it do it with the cross lister? I can tell you the items listed with Ellie have a low res on Shopify. Or is that even what he means? Low res pictures?
Yeah, that's why he's saying I'd rather cut and paste.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know how you got your stuff to Shopify. I don't know.
He's using chat and just copying and copying.
Well,
the
he found out
images.
how it didn't work right, so I'm wondering what he was using when he did that. I'm currently being held at Linville Air Station underground. Lindenville.
Located, then not held, located.
Or go to Costco and see restaurant owners stocking up on oils, pre-made stuff. Yeah. We have a place here in town that it used to be a good place, and I would always see at the beginning of like 25 years ago, it's called New World Tortilla. They make their own tortillas, so it sets up the dish. It's very good. And I had seen the owner no longer goes in there. They may have even sold it. Who knows? But the original owners were 2 brothers, and I would always see them at Costco getting the frozen chicken, the little frozen chicken breasts that you bought like 60 of them, and they knocked around like little bricks inside the frozen thing. And they made it after that. For years and years and years, they made it. And it was really tasty. Now when you go there, I don't know how they went lower in quality, but now it's like just chicken made out of shoestrings or something.
So B News was saying to Biff, I looked at list easier listings versus my own templating and then Chat GPT fill in. No comparison.
Mozzarella sticks are universal now. Yes, there's just one company making all the mozzarella sticks. Well, B Nudes, I actually do have chicken. And it to flip it says
I don't know
Biff.
why. That just struck me to be
Because
so...
you're giddy at this point. Yeah, my cross-posted items on Posh have a very low photo quality, but Etsy seems okay. They go from List Easier to eBay to LP to Posh. Way too many uploads. So they go from LE to eBay, right? Okay, that makes sense. Then they go from eBay to List Perfectly. List Perfectly being the cross-lister. List Perfectly is the problem. Thank you. I have determined the problem through reading
But
words.
she's saying that Etsy, they seem okay. But
maybe
on
they're
Posh,
not. Maybe they only seem okay. We don't know. But the thing would be, once they get from eBay to List Perfectly, are they the same size in that, transfer?
Well, the other thing too, have you ever done this before, transferring pictures? Because it probably has nothing to do with List Easier. Biff, it probably is just the process of doing it, not necessarily.
I'm going to tell you, B Nudes.
Oh, wait, no, because he's also listing stuff, I'm guessing, that wasn't listed with List Easier. He's moving that stuff as well to Shopify, and those pictures are better. I'm guessing that's what he's saying. Sorry, I had to process that in my brain.
I understand the need for. I understand within some intensity the need to be able to add a phrase to get what you want out of List Easier. Only in Flex. So I'm actually still trying to work with Flex to get it to do exactly what I want when I want, but. The truth is, and Josh pointed that out today, it's really futile to do that. It's really getting myself to accept what it gives me, because all I'm trying to do is sell something.
Yeah, but it wasn't identifying the manufacturer.
But see, again, it's providing you with a solid listing.
Yes.
It's not the perfect listing for that one thing. You are expected to do something.
Right, because so it can give you the
more.
It was giving you like some solid general information, but like you said, it was almost like it
was trying
just knows like there are so
not to be
many
offensive.
replica companies out there, like, and since
it was trying not to get me in trouble, it was trying not to be offensive, and I would love some advancement in that. I don't know if us being able to add a couple of context words, how difficult that would be to implement or whatnot. But if I could just say in one of the things I had an issue with was, obviously I'm selling these furniture cushions that go to a Herman Miller chair. Nowhere on these cushions does it say Herman Miller.
and
What
that's
they're for,
understandable. They wouldn't
anything.
catch that. Yeah.
So List Easier writes me a title and description for black leather, mid-century modern tufted cushions for chair cushions.
And
that's
that is
what it is.
Yeah, that's what they are.
It doesn't say Herman Miller. Because it can't know that.
Well,
but if I
was
was
no
able to
tag.
put a context, 1 or 2 words in there where I said, these are Herman Miller, something like that, it would have all the information it needs. But I'll ask Josh. I'd love to know. I know what the answer is going to be is to get it to work with everything. It has to be a certain level of not, it can't just guess.
Sort of like with Google Lens, if you take a photo of something, it will give you some results, but then it has the box where you can type in like
add some context.
More.
Yeah,
right. And that I see what you're getting at. Right.
That's
if you
the
had been
context.
able to say it was Herman Miller,
It would know because there's no picture showing it.
So
now,
in
could I add
Flex-
a picture? Now, Josh has recommended, which we're too lazy to do,
What?
writing some stuff on a piece of paper
Oh.
and uploading that picture with it. So it says
And
Herman
then
Miller.
after it creates the listing and lists easier, delete that photo before it goes to eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. Try that. Try that, B-Nudes. Have you done that yet? Because I sure as heck haven't. I'm just going to complain. That's my job.
Oh, sorry.
I heard some has bots posting fake sales on garage sale. I mean, it's
that's what I heard.
I heard that too through the air. Our target is crazy, but
Hey,
the store is
Kenneth!
too small for the population size. I think our store is too big for our population size because nobody's ever in there. No, Abomination. UGO.
Kenneth is giving you the text to write a fake ad for an estate sale. Yard sale, estate, free books, 80s vintage video game collection, military uniforms, 60s Levi's.
That's right. 5:30 a.m. start time. Early birds. Okay, let's go.
Open till it's all gone.
It's 20 miles outside of town. Just 20 miles outside of town.
Ken, people flying in on balloons and small aircraft.
Spam. You are a saint for not tossing those slippers when he is asleep and then just pretending like you have no idea where they are. I would be fine with that.
My brain doesn't even go there. Isn't
know.
that weird?
And she's a nice lady. I did not even notice the ear. Isn't that creepy, that ear? I'd date that girl with the mullet, says B-Nudes. Tamara or Arizona.
I totally agree with him on that. I just feel like, can you believe it? We're still an hour behind.
Shoot.
Get
No, we're not
through
an hour
it.
behind. We're
James, look at
2:57.
2. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought it said
Once you see
2:24.
right. When you see well. Oh, well, I need to get some stuff shipped. Well, thanks for
Oh, bye,
commenting
B-Nudes.
all day. Love you. Bye.
You're the best.
Spam, did you know every time you take a breath in when you yawn, particulates of Primo slippers enter your
Funk
mouth,
breath?
which can cause PSFB,
Or
Primo
it
slipper funk
calls
breath.
Primo slipper
Maybe it's going
lung.
up your nose, and that's
Primo
why you
slipper
have
lungs.
popcorn slipper lung
Mm-hmm.
right here. It's not that bad. She knows it smells like good sandwiches. It's just when you realize it's a filthy slipper that you
Mike,
go gross.
I don't like to think about that. It gives me anxiety. Middle class will be in poverty 3 years away now, in my opinion. I predict buyers will stop buying stuff because the majority is made so
Okay,
cheap.
so understand this. I almost agree with I think that all this stuff's going to turn over way faster than 10 years. We're looking at 2 years, 1 year, 6 months. I'm on like tomorrow. AI is going to take over the world. I mean, but we're early adopters. We're fast. I know for a fact the middle class is just going to evaporate. And then you're going to have to either jump up the rung or just fall down. But the biggest problem, I think, is the smart middle classers are toast. It's us big dummies that sit here selling crap to people on the internet that are going to survive this because we're like cockroaches and we can live through nuclear things.
Yeah, but
The smart middle class people who have jobs, real jobs, engineers and people who work at stores, just like all the real middle class, like the stable, go to church middle class people who have jobs. Jobs are toast. So anybody who relies on an actual job is toast. So you're all toast. Sorry. Do you have anything to add to my awesome future?
Thanks for that
Well, Mike and I are on the same
positive
page here.
predicting.
No.
I already have that stuff going in my brain. I don't need to.
I think if you're in this chat, you're on the good side of the middle class, meaning you're interested in commerce and business, and you're tricky. You know, like you're resilient. You're
Tricky,
able to
tricky,
people who
tricky,
have
tricky,
jobs.
tricky.
We all know this. They're not resilient. They're not anti-fragile.
I'm
They're gonna
trying
fall
to get my
apart.
nephews to sell anything they own with Pokemon. They are in the minority who actually play the game in tournaments. It's a dynamic global market, but a huge bubble nonetheless.
Well,
the great little golfer.
Aloha, Grizzled Golfer.
The great wealth gap is happening right now.
I have a 50. Well, it's Magic the Gathering. It's not Pokemon. So sorry. I still think it's about the same thing. And I have a friend. I went to school with him. He's into tournaments.
And then Grizzled
I'm
Golfer
making
was saying
fun of
they
them.
laugh at their fuddy-duddy uncle and buy more packs, hit a $200 card to sell back to the store and pocket a gain. Life has much in store for them down the line.
Oh, I see. So you can actually out of the card, like, yeah, right. If they're doing card breaks and they pull $200 cards, why couldn't a kid go to a store and get a pack and it's $200 card?
Renee, did we say
that's pretty
hi
cool.
to you?
I think it's very exciting because my stupid Star Wars cards, you just had to buy those. There was
Aloha,
no payback.
Renee.
when we were kids.
She's saying that our mortgage is less
Yes.
than 15% of our annual income. We have lots of friends that have a much higher, bigger mortgages, and they're already struggling, especially the ones with multiple children.
Yes, we're in super good shape. I could sneeze and pay off our mortgage. I could pay it off with booger balls. Probably.
If only.
Yeah. This
I
year,
would-
I would like to pay it off this
I
year.
would
but
just
I'm not
like
gonna.
fan myself with moldy books if you could actually pay with booger balls because that would produce a lot of boogers.
You would just sit there
and
producing
then-
boogers. I would do the slipper
There you
stink for
go.
the bin slipper.
Come
You
to us
slip
if you
it
want
into
to
the
lose weight.
bins.
We will talk about the most disgusting stuff. You will lose your appetite.
For more recipes.
She was also saying, I hate to say it, but those people that also have childcare costs during the summer coming up are not going to be shopping. I know we have no extra money.
Do we need to have kids? We still like having kids. We like to make them and we like to support them and raise them forever. Or our kids sort of.
And they said, yep, if you didn't
kids
lock in
sort
that
of
mortgage, I
canceled.
don't know when if you're going to.
We have a very high interest rate. It's like I think it's 4.23 or something.
I think this day and age, that's good.
No.
No?
Kids be running around with 2%. The
Oh.
2%ers be running around here. But it's only
Mike was saying I fell for it back then. I learned
82
from my
more
mistake and
payments?
sold my home in 2022 at top dollar. I downsized our home and paid cash.
well, that's awesome.
Nice.
Well, I would have. I mean, we only owe like 80 grand on our house, so it's something that we could actually focus on and get rid of before the middle class completely evaporates.
I would
But
like to not
here's-
have a mortgage anymore.
I would love to not have a mortgage, but here's the thing: at some point, we got to do a HELOC or is that HELOC right? Is that what it is? We got to do a Tom Selleck reverse mortgage or something good, where we pull out some of the money from our house.
That would just be like a home equity, right?
Well, what I'm saying is in 2 years, will there be any money to give out? So if we don't get our big home equity loan now,
Is this
Will
what
there be one?
is this what people felt like adults felt like back when computers were coming out? I mean, 'cause I hope that
I'm pretty sure life has been always more scary
I
than
hope
it is
that-
now. I think we're the
yeah,
least scary.
I hope
Still
that
scary.
it's just all of our minds are just not able to comprehend how this is really going to turn out, and so we all are whatever. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Renee says, "Yeah, my house," and be psyched when you get the best. Because sometimes
Yeah, my house
people
when I moved out was 3
forget.
times the size of our house now. I chose liquidity over liquidity over being house
Liquidy sounds
poor.
good though.
Liquidity.
Yeah, so we have a small house. We have everything is pared down. If I could live in a VW bus and everything could fit in there, I would do that.
Oh, Renee, you're a good person. I keep coming across seniors in the grocery store. I've helped 3 people this week alone, so they didn't have to
Are you
put
serious?
stuff
Oh,
back.
that's awful.
So they're not able to pay for all of their
We're not
food.
seeing any of that here in Vermont yet.
Seniors, though.
Yeah, I mean we're seniors.
Oh
and we
man,
see
I don't
seniors.
want. I don't want to get old. I'm scared now.
Too late. I'll put you in an acrylic block. Taxes, higher insurance, costly repairs really aren't factored into most homeowners. Did you know you have to take care of your own house?
Yeah.
If you're ever
Seriously, don't
stressed,
buy an old
you're
house.
screwed. I agree with all these words that have been said. 38% of Americans have a personal loan, meaning they are stretching their credit and card debt. Well, who's using credit cards anymore? The only reason to use a credit card or debit card, hopefully, is to get the cash back.
Miles and
Yeah,
stuff.
miles and cash back.
And then Renee was saying, I feel like it's the campaign that doesn't transfer. Oh, they promoted.
Yeah, probably. Right?
Well, you've noticed too, like when you have a store sale going, new stuff you list the sale doesn't get added to those new items, or that items don't get added to that sale. Something.
Oh well,
like
I click a
that.
box to say don't add it to the sale. I was wondering, is
Oh.
there one of those for promoted as well? Biff is saying I promote by rule since I have 38,000 items and I can't be micromanaging PL per item. Now, Biff, have you? Well, your stuff moves differently too, and it may not be like a best offer situation. But have you looked at Promo Nomo as far as I? It was
He sent it to
eye-opening.
Old School Artifacts. So open.
Okay.
Don, if you're still here.
Let's see. What was I just saying to Biff? You just interrupted that.
I am so sorry. Asking about promoted. He doesn't want to micromanage, and you're like,
Promo Nomo turns on and off best offer. And I'm like, that alone, to have that automatically go on after a month is a good thing.
but then that's when we need something you were talking about.
I made up a thing.
You
What was
remember? Like then it gets like why they say like a lot of the younger generations aren't into streaming services, because it's like you get Peacock, you get Netflix, you get Amazon,
get
and it's
the
just so much crap to
subscription,
follow. So it's like just another thing you need to like remember to pay to I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like remembering.
Pay.
Remembering is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, here. We're getting close. We're moving
Oh,
on.
another thing you need to click on, go to log in and have it do its magic.
Wait, here's Princess Pupule. Where's my thing? Notifications.
So go to
But that's not. Go to where? Isn't this where?
messages.
Where is it?
Click on messages.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, is he not able to message you if you're not?
Yeah, no, I only have Mr. Pickles here. It's not. I don't have it. I don't know
Go
why.
back,
Maybe it's not
please.
here.
Go back.
Let's refresh.
Go back.
There's no red dots, dude.
I think he started following you. Now, if you follow back,
Okay, let me see. Wait, why 6x6 there?
now look,
Okay,
the message
now I got
popped
it. Okay,
up.
I had to do something. Good thing I
Yeah,
didn't.
oh my god, that is so cool.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh my god, that would just be neat.
I'm gonna turn that into a helicopter.
So, is it just the shell? It's Don. I don't know
I
if
do
you're
see
still
it.
here, but is it just the shell part, or do you have the bike part too?
think
Because
right here.
that thing is neat.
Excuse me.
Or is that all it is, and then you attach it?
I'm zooming in on it right now.
That's cool.
Oh, I see. So it doesn't split in half down the middle. It splits in half this way. Which I'm wondering if that back can tuck into the front. Yeah, you could still fit that into a. I love that thing. You know what that looks like? It looks like almost like the head
That's
of a.
fiberglass, right?
Looks like one of the heads of the Spy versus Spy.
Oh, it looks like a skull
Crows.
of like of a cow or something. Not a cow.
A crow.
No, like a
I say
wolf
crow.
or coyote.
I say crow. I say Spy versus Spy crow. Were those guys crows? What were they? Does anybody know?
So I wonder if that right. I wonder if it does come apart.
Okay, now I'm just clicking on everybody
I
because
need water.
we gotta go. I did. Okay, Don, we did find it there. Thank you for sending that to me. That's the coolest thing in the world. And did you sell it and you're shipping it still? Thanks so much for the typewriter tip. I have an IBM Selectric that I want to sell, but I had no idea how to ship secure. Yep, that's how you do it. And of course,
Yeah,
you want to use double thickness cardboard for something that heavy. But generally,
Oh,
that's
so it's
the best way.
a shell that goes around a 3-wheel bicycle that you lay down in. Hey, Bluey, too.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like the ones on that show we're watching, DTF St. Louis. Biff says I use a program called Salatio. Salatio. That's really what it is. Salatio to import eBay to Shopify items. I made myself refine items with LE, send over a pretty bad low res image that I'm sure Google will never even acknowledge. So let's see how to work through this because
Wait, scroll.
it's something.
Saying more.
Can you stop giving directions and just sit there? Sit there
Can
and
you
look
just
pretty. That's your job.
Scroll. No, you.
So, if I have noticed that my pictures on eBay from List Easier are fine, they're high quality. I have to go in to the auction in order to into the listing in order to right click save picture. I can't do it from outside the auction. I might even have to blow up the picture to full size.
That's what I was saying.
And so it says L1600 next to it, which I assume is 1600 pixels. But if I do it from a different way, it will say L900 or L600 or L320, which are lower quality.
Right, like if you're just in the listing and you know how it groups like the little squares over to the left on the desktop or when you're looking at it, if you were to hover over that and right click, it's taking it's downloading.
That could be the 320.
You're copying the low res. You have
I'm
to
just
click
wondering
it and
if
open it up.
Salatio, if because LE is using a certain API and Salatio is using a certain API, they're not using the same API and that they're not drawing from the same place. Well, LE is depositing in a certain place, but Salatio is not pulling from that place.
And
it's pulling from a secondary, substandard place.
I
maybe.
know what back.
Now I'm gonna read
back
this.
when we had all those DVDs,
Second.
the brand new DVDs, and before we had List Easier, and we were copying existing listings, and
there's no water, no food. When you
and
start to
I
go
would,
on 2.5 hours,
and
I need food.
I caught on that every time I would try to copy or drag one of the small versions of the pictures, eBay wouldn't accept it, saying the resolution was awful. So then I would click on it, open it up, and then drag it, and then it would work.
Might
so
be how it's pulling the pictures,
but I don't think,
or where it's pulling from.
Yeah,
it has everything to do with LE. I can deep dive into the issue, but nobody cares.
Oh.
I'm one of the rare eBay Shopify adopters. Indeed. Well, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying the way that it's designed, it works great for me. But if there's something like that needs a different time of adoption, or maybe,
Susie, in it to flip
maybe
it,
it's on the list.
In it to flip it was saying, I care. I just don't know what to do about it at this point.
Well, and the guys, of which there's only a couple of that are running that software, are doing it. And you can look at other softwares that have just popped up. They're not doing it either, or certainly not better. I would say that they're not. 1 Foot Flipper is advertising one that's, go look at it. Feel free.
And then.
But I'm not. I'm also saying that this, sorry. I just want to finish my thought. Can I finish? That this is a piece of software that's being developed still. So I think by the time it's done, hopefully before everyone adopts AI, but yeah, I think it'll probably have some of the things that most people like, maybe something to address the adding a couple of key terms, things like that. Go ahead now. Now you make it.
And then,
now you may finish. Would you like to finish now? Why don't you go now?
And then,
go ahead.
Biff, can you stop it? You're so obnoxious. Hiya! It's too late in the show to debate List Easier titles and why they don't fall into a clear best practice pattern for niches.
I understand.
Trust me, it's not better to use a best practice because other people do. Different is not better if you're worse. And then Jovial was agreeing with In It to Flip It that I care, been reading your comments and learning. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, which you have an awesome perspective, Biff. It is very knowledgeable, and I think we all do gain from it.
Yeah. Biff's got one of the best eBay
Yeah, I
heads
totally
out there.
trust. I trust.
Takes a really messed up
says.
brain powers to like really follow any of this.
He was saying,
eBay
"Thanks,
stuff.
guys. I really meant my Shopify observations just aren't relevant to others, which is understandable."
Well, Shopify, we're still waiting to see how it all pans out because the second you say you have tremendous success over there, I'm going
Wow,
over too.
Mike, isn't that
So-
insane? He's saying, "I'm leaving my clothing ship rates the same. It's crazy that over a pound clothing item will now cost $11 to ship."
That's crazy.
Can
You know what I
imagine
did in
that?
order to beef up I did cancel all shipping on DVDs.
Yes, Blue V2. Thank you. Yes, and that's
Blue V2, aloha.
so awesome to see you.
We're not even here anymore.
When List Easier can't pick up a brand, I add a postcard with the brand in writing
Yes.
and then delete that pic on eBay.
This is
on eBay.
This
so
is the or you can delete pictures on eBay. You just can't add. You just can't mix.
no, but you can't delete it before you
You can.
leave List Easier.
Well, he just doesn't do it that way. You
Oh,
can do it either
okay.
way. It's open for you. There's a lot of choices. You have a lot of choices.
Mhm.
But that is the workaround currently that I don't even know if it works because I've never used it.
You're
I've never
so
done
funny
that.
because I have actually on a few things on a Post-it wrote stuff down for you to have for List Easier to
You
read.
just thought you want me to throw it away for you.
And no. And I take a photo of it, ding dong, and I send it along and I include it in the number of photos.
What are you gonna do?
I wonder
I
if
just
you
threw it
even
away.
noticed that.
No, I throw them away because there's like, what's this writing in here? I don't know what's happening.
You mean the pictures you just delete them?
Yes, and then they get left over in Flex because if you delete pictures in Flex, they show back up sort of like in this area where you upload pictures. Biff says, I think
Gen X will get out just in time, but the AI is coming for the next
Yes.
generations.
and by out that means croak. Because-
WTI
Yes,
and
the last part of our life
oil
very
are both
interesting.
down over 10% today. Hopefully, a trend that will quickly boost customer sentiment.
Brent. I like Alex oil better usually. But Brent's pretty cool. Yes,
Wait,
all
what is
the gas
look at
is
what time
falling.
it is. Oh my god!
The
if
gas
when I
like
get-
exploded
Paul's here!
to the gas. The gas exploded and the stock market desploded. And then within 10 minutes, it's such just worldwide manipulation, or it's just everybody sort of like a flock of geese in the investment community. It's like, okay, all good now, and then the stock market raises like thousands of points, and then
Are we
Brent
at the
crude,
end?
and then this show will be the longest on record. Time to get to work now.
Mike, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you.
What happened?
Biff was saying, I price so high, best offer is immediate. I'll take a low offer if it's been a while. Otherwise, I don't. Don Flippin, it's a shell that goes around a 3-wheel cycle.
lay it down in it.
Celestial creates listings based upon eBay URL. Who knows why and List Easier doesn't import the same. Yeah, that is weird. Paul, yay!
Well, you know what it is, Biff? I'll tell
Aloha.
you what it is right now. I can tell you because I've been trying to figure out a way to download pictures from eBay, and it's not easy. So they have added layers of annoyance to you not being able to download just all the picture, getting actual picture URLs from the link URL. You can't get the full quality eBay pictures from a direct URL link. You would have to scrape them from internal
Biff.
ways, and I've tried to do it a few times, and I've just gotten sick of trying to create it. But ChatGPT will make you a app to do that. So-
Biff, I get enough ding dong photos watching DTFSTL.
I know, seriously, they overdo the. They have a lot
Jovio
of
was
wiener in
telling
there.
Paul, you missed it. They were talking about rolling boogers, and he said, as groovy as that sounds, bleh. Life got in the way. Good to see you here, too. You finally got a chance to start spinning the tassels. Been busy as well as tassel season is around the corner. Hoping all is well with you.
I'm a professional interpreter.
Did
Don
you make a program to get all your no? I would
I
like to do
did. I
this.
worked on it, and the
Oh.
problem was that I mean, again, I operate out of a sheer fear that eBay doesn't want you scraping your
Yeah.
information anymore the same way. So I'm delicate with it, but I have absolutely tried and have gone many iterations into a plugin that will download any pictures in an eBay listing. I got it to work a little bit, but then it was downloading all the pictures are too many. It's downloading every little GIF, every little picture that makes up the website, and it's downloading 70 pictures per item.
And then we even thought,
So
what
it's
if
not
we
perfect.
used like a
It's not
cross lister and all the photos were there? Could we download it from the cross lister that is storing the photos? But no.
I love that. So funny and true. Now it makes me hungry because I want a little foiled wrap ding dong. Hostess ding dongs. Yeah, those are good. They got the chocolate on the outside and the.
Kat
That's
was
not even food,
saying, I
though.
can't complain, Jovial, but nobody will let me.
Okay, guys, we did make it to the end.
Paul,
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that we were on long enough for you to
We stayed
pop
on for you, Paul.
in.
You know it was for you. It was all for you.
Everyone, thank you for staying with us this
You guys are
ridiculous
troopers.
amount of time.
It's only been like 7 hours between Josh and us.
That's,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's a lot of time. And just show the dog. Or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. What is
Show
it?
the dog. Okay, let me put
Wait,
on
say
the
aloha and then he'll.
hold on. Aloha!
You mean so much to us, everyone. Really, thank you.
Little baby
Mike
boy.
Seller, I'm
You're my
sure you're
little
not
baby
here,
boy.
but
You're the best
you're
baby
in our
boy.
thoughts.
I love you, Pooh. You
Paul,
love
thanks
everybody?
for
Say bye
popping
to
in.
everybody.
Everyone, thank you for taking the time to
Say bye.
chat with us and
Say bye.
all that stuff.
Say bye.
Oh, we appreciate you. What is he doing? Oh no, he's licking my bloody
Oh,
finger.
dear. Mama's got some roast beef on her hands.
No, now I gotta go wash that with.
Snoopy Collector at the
100%
flipper.
alcohol.
Dave the Dude. Aloha to everybody. Have a great day. Love you guys.
He's desperate to get my
High
bloody
five. High
finger.
five. Give me some high
Stop
five.
it now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's a little baby.
He's the
You wanna take
bestest.
him? You can pick his eyes. You can pet his eyeballs. Look, I'm petting his little eyeball right now. He doesn't even hate it.
Oh God, he's
It's
the
furry.
best little guy.